What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, Twitter and Instagram followers, and YouTube subscribers? I forgot that part. And the same for KB. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome into another episode of the Young Guns podcast. Guys, let me know something. I can see it in my StreamYard little mic monitoring system, and KB, let me know. My mic sounds a little bit low. I turned it up on my end, but if anybody notices anything in chat, let me know. I did do a stream last night for the Knicks, and I guess it was fine because nobody mentioned anything. I'm wondering if StreamYard potentially did anything, which would be hilarious.
Yo, but quickly guys, walk me through that Knicks game, bro, because I wasn't able to watch the game, but I was able to peek through my phone because I was at my flag football game. I was able to peek through my phone because I automatically have it pop up on my phone notifications, and we were winning the whole game and we lose.
But, bro, what the hell? We were winning the whole game, but we were making the dumbest, smallest mistakes
at the end
ended up costing us the game throughout the game. Like we
were up like over 10 at some point.
The largest lead we had was only like 12. Like
I know, but
and I say only 12 because we should be blowing out this team by 20.
Yeah.
Like the talent difference is insane.
Yeah.
But the mistakes were basically the Hawks. Credit to them, they kept picking off our passing lanes. They were really good in terms of predicting where the Knicks were gonna pass and getting steals off of that. They got a ton of steals. Like the first time they got the lead, which was like in the second or third quarter, it was just purely off of steals. It was a run where there was like 3 steals in a row, and you're getting mad because you're like, all right, guys, you're freaking professional players. We got a coach out here. How about you adjust, do something different? There was also a lineup that was like 4 bench players, and 4 of the bench players were 3 guards that I don't think played a single minute together during the regular season. This was the first time they were on the floor. So ass. They couldn't generate any offense for themselves, and once again, like they were just turning the ball over. And then somehow, some way in the fourth quarter, those mistakes continue, but this time they stopped doing one thing that was working, and that was the Knicks were dominating in the paint because the Hawks don't have anybody big to guard Mitch or Cat. Like Cat was having another great game. Cat in game 1 looked like really good. He looked like more of a traditional big man than he is, meaning like he was down low and he was getting blocks and stuff. Same thing here. He was getting offensive rebounds like I don't know, like he was David Robinson or something, bro. Like he was really going off. But they did not go to Cat, I think, at all in like the final 6 or 7 minutes of the game. And when the starting lineup came back in with 6 minutes to go, somehow, some way, they just reverted to Jalen Brunson iso ball. I don't know what Mike Brown, the coach, was thinking. He stopped doing what was working, which was going to the paint, and we started taking a bunch of more outside shots. The mistakes were continuing. The Hawks just continued playing their solid defense, and then they were hitting their shots, and they came away with the W. What's insane is, with like 10 seconds to go, Brunson hit a 3 to make it a 1-point game. The Hawks had the lead. 1-point game. So Hawks get the ball back. We foul so that they go through the line. CJ McCollum hands us the game. He misses both free throws. So the Knicks get the ball back with 5.6 seconds. All you got to do is make a regular bucket. Somehow, some way, Mikal Bridges ends up with the ball last, and this man pulls up for a mid-range jumper instead of going all the way for a layup or a dunk to win the game, bro. As soon as he stopped and popped, I was like, it's over, bro. I don't think there's a single Knicks fan that was like, oh yeah, we're winning this as soon as he stopped and popped instead of just driving straight to the rim. And you know what? It shouldn't even have ended up in Mikal Bridges' hands for the last shot anyway. It was something else,
man. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw the first game. I wasn't able to see this one.
Oh, you're frozen on my end, man. I wonder what's happening there.
I'm frozen. Hello?
Okay, you're back. As soon as you said I'm frozen, you came back.
Oh, snap. I switched to another page. Is that why? What the hell? But, yeah, now I'm like, hello? My frame rates are dropping. Yo, I kid you not. The only freaking player I can name on the Hawks right now is CJ McCollum. Like, that's how I'm a casual, so that's the only guy I can even name because I know him from the Trailblazer days, and that's it. I don't know anybody else. I don't know, man.
They're like, I think they're one of the youngest teams, if not the youngest team in the league. So, like, they got mad potential, but other dudes that are there, you still wouldn't know, but are kind of, like, a little bit more established. They got Gabe Vincent from the Heat. They got a guy who I think should win Most Improved Player of the Year. I don't know if they already released that award. In Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was on the Timberwolves last. He's also Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin, which is always funny. And Shai, I think, is about to be a 2-time MVP, so we'll see how that goes. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Got Giants 1995 Toast. Jay St. G. What up, Jay? How you doing, man? Jack Gloria, Island Boy, and Daniel Berry Sports. Guys, make sure you come in and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Most importantly, hit that share button. I'm becoming really concerned about this mic thing because I can see in StreamYard that it's low. Like, you know the green dots?
Yeah.
I can see that it's low.
It's not going up.
I'm
I hear
wondering
you
what in the
fine.
world is happening.
If there's a big discrepancy between my mic and his, guys, let me know. Cause I hear you good
definitely
now,
put in the chat.
Yeah.
But listen, we all know what we're here for, right? Like, we all know what we're here for. All right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad. I watched KB's video, and I'm kind of sad that he said he's done crashing out because I was like, this man doesn't know about like engagement and clip farming. Because, all right, thanks, bro. Now
I kid you not. I had a
conversation.
headache after that stream. I kid you not. I had a headache after that stream, and I was like, yo, I can't keep. I'm gonna get an aneurysm, bro. I'm gonna catch an aneurysm.
Sounds fine. All right, guys. Thanks for letting us know. I hope it's just a StreamYard thing then. Because now, KB, now that you mentioned that, I think you're low on my side. So I'm praying to God it's a StreamYard thing.
It could be just a StreamYard thing. It could be just a StreamYard like in the studio thing. Could be just
Yeah. So guys, with that being said, we're gonna talk about the Dexter trade. We're gonna talk about draft rumors, which of course are ramping up. It's come back around to the Giants are linked to everybody. Like in a hilarious way, but there's definitely like a certain 4 or 3 players I think for sure that have been heavily linked these past couple of days. The final needs and simulator kind of go hand in hand, and we'll go into it, and it will be the final mock draft on the Young Guns podcast before the draft Thursday night.
Draft month has just freaking blew by. Like,
it's crazy.
I was supposed to come out. I haven't even done my final Giants mock draft yet, or my
final. It's a good thing you didn't, bro. Imagine if you did it already. Trade happened.
That is true. You're actually right about that. I need to do my my final mock draft, and I'm now that we're so close. I'm gonna do a mega mock draft where I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of scenarios in one video because there's no point in me just doing one mock draft when that big of a trade happens. So like, freaking Giants, bro.
Hey man, you'll have a good. Yeah, this is hilarious, bro. Shout out to this had to be the entertainer talking drugs, but it's happy, humble, hungry. Hub fall off needs to be studied. I thought you died. I'll give you the conclusion to the study right now. I'll give you the conclusion to the research paper. Hub left YouTube for 2.5 years. Hub came back to YouTube a couple months ago. There's the conclusion to the study.
Hub shaved his head and now he's back.
I went on a monk mission.
Slim Shady edition. Let's go.
All right, guys. With that being said, let's roll the real intro and let's get into it. Well, guys, Dexter Lawrence is officially a Cincinnati Bengal. He was traded this past Saturday night for the 10th overall pick, straight up. I can't remember the last time. I know everybody's talking about, I can't remember the last time a player was traded for a top 10 pick. I can't remember the last time a player was traded for 1 pick straight up. That was the thing that I was thinking when it happened.
I feel like there has been.
Go ahead.
I feel like there has
recently?
been.
Am I tripping?
Recently? Not like very common, but I feel like there has been, and I can't put my finger on it. But top 10, it has happened. What, since 1980 something? They said.
Yeah, there was some crazy stat. I'll give my take on it first. One, because KB hasn't heard it yet. Like, we actually didn't discuss it at all pre-stream. I mean, he knows sort of my thoughts because when it happened, I think I texted him immediately on Twitter. I sent
Bro, you were the one that let me know.
I don't know if you found out through me. Okay. I don't know if you found out through me or through no notification.
No, I found out through you. I found out through you because you instantly texted me, and for whatever reason, I kid you not, you were the only dude that my my Twitter messages pop up for. When people message me on Twitter, I don't get it. Only you, it pops up on my phone.
Twitter working in weird ways, man. We can't even call it Twitter anymore, man. Shit's X.
I can't call it X. I'll never call it X.
Never that. But guys, picture this. You guys know that my sister's getting married in May, so very shortly. So I was down in the city this past weekend. I was with my parents and my sister. That same Saturday night, bro, we were working out the seating charts. We're sitting together. You know, you gotta make sure this cousin doesn't sit with that auntie. You gotta make sure that this family friend does not come in contact with this brother or whatever the hell. Like, it was stressful. And in the middle of that, I was like, let me go on Twitter. And I think I saw it like maybe 10 minutes after it happened. Dog, when I tell you I had to excuse myself from the family, bro, I had to go into the next room and I had to quietly process everything that was going on, bro. Because let me tell y'all something. I gotta first give props to KB, bro. I watched his recap video and I'm 100% agree with him. One thing that I love about him and one thing that I think way back in 2019 made me want to do the show with him is he said he'll always be authentic. He'll never try and meter his reactions. So he's not gonna apologize for that either. Cause yeah, bro, I feel like everybody reacted too rational to this trade. That's bad in some ways. Like it's actually not a bad thing to be too rational. But what I'm trying to say is like show some freaking emotion. Like I feel like. And you know what? Preface everything me and KB about to say with that the online fan base of a fan base represents a quite a small part, even though it's ever growing. It represents a small part of the fan base, and then Twitter specifically is an even smaller part of that online fan base because they're scattered over all these other websites, right? I am demonetized, man. I am. Apparently, if you go off of YouTube for more than a year, they take away your monetization. I am like 300 watch hours away from getting monetized.
Yeah, it's the watch time hours, guys. So watch the streams, even after the stream. Watch the rerun, all that.
Y'all need to go check out my Deal or No Deal because I plan to turn this channel into a low-key NFL
guys, that Deal or No
channel.
Deal was so peak, dude. That needs to have more marketing. We need to set this up like a month ahead so we can market it.
Yeah. I need to figure out a way to do that, and we'll probably exchange some ideas after the stream because I was thinking, I'm like, how the hell do I market this? Because after being gone for 2 years, 2.5 years, it's like, well, you could put out your tweets and your posts, but nobody's really gonna see it, so it becomes tough to market it. That's what
I'll try to do it like in like videos. You know what I'm saying? Just like to say,
That's why I was trying to guys
shout it out.
We don't have we got our little shout out to you guys in here. I love y'all. We got our little few in here, but if you guys can help me snag somebody like Tub Frog for one of these trivia videos, bro, I promise you it will blow up.
We got Lauren, right? Doesn't Lauren know him or no?
Well, I think he knows her. It sounds like, because remember when I was like, Laura was on Tub, she was like,
she didn't even know. Yeah. She's a celebrity in this case.
Yeah. Sorry for the little tangent, guys. To get back to it though, I feel like one things I pride myself on being KB is rational. Like that's with sports, that's in real life. I over the years have developed, not to sound like I'm patting myself on the own back. I feel like I'm a very logical and rational person. I feel like that's one of the best skills you can have in life. But I feel like the reactions were too rational, and that's why I respected KB's reaction so much, because I feel like that was a real reaction. I feel like everybody else was just trying to like not walk the fence, but they were trying to not seem like a crazy fan. And I'm like,
they were so dismissive of it.
They were so dismissive, and also it's like, do you guys know where the word fan comes from? It comes from fanatic. Fan is literally short for fanatic. It's not like one word and the other are separate. Fan comes from fanatic. You're supposed to be crazy about this stuff, like so. And there's this whole culture around social media now where it's like it's shaming people for feeling, like overzealous about things. You know what I'm saying? Which is a whole lot of conversation, but it plays into this. I say all that to say, when I was quietly processing this in a separate room from my family when the trade went down, I felt exactly the way that KB felt on camera to this trade. I was angry as hell. I was so fucking angry that... And this is the thing, I don't know who I was angry at. I was just angry that we couldn't get the deal done.
You know what you remind me of? Like when you mentioned that you have to go to another room to process it. Do you remember that Homelander meme where he has to go separately and he's staring at his phone? He's like in a manic like episode just laughing.
Yeah, bro. Because the worst part is, KB, I don't know who to direct my anger at. I was just angry that we couldn't get the deal done. I wasn't necessarily angry at the Giants. I wasn't necessarily angry at Dexter. I was really just angry at the situation. I was like, are you really serious right now? We couldn't get this done. It is something to me that should have gotten done. It is something to me that should have been easy to been done. And on top of that, it's something that's just like creates another gigantic hole in our defense. Most of the holes on our team are on our defense, even though I still think the most important hole is on that offensive line. We'll get into that later. The rest of the holes are essentially on the defense. I think we're set on offense except for shoring up that offensive line. I think we could survive a year without getting a Pro Bowl type wide receiver number 2. I think our defense is... I think we're going to be the Bengals. I think we're going to be Bengals light, which is hilarious because now the Bengals, I actually think their defense could cook something up. We'll see how good it's going to be. But we could be the Bengals light.
Bro, that's their next Geno Atkins, bro. He's better than Geno Atkins. Like, he could have an all-pro season, bro. Like, oh my God.
And to talk you guys through my initial reaction, right? So I was just angry that we couldn't get it done. All right? I had 3 days because it's Tuesday. I had Sunday, Monday. You could count half of Saturday, half of today. I had 3 days to process this, and obviously I'm way more calm about it. I've thought about it a lot. A lot of information has come out. I'm going to say the information that came out immediately was true, and everything that came out, like, say, more than a day later, I'm just chalking up as, like, fake or, like, media doing something. But of the information that came out immediately, KB, we got a lot of stuff that in a second when I'm done here, I'll ask you about. The stuff that came out to me that helped me calm down was that the Giants, it seems like they actually did try and negotiate something. It didn't seem like it was just a shutdown. It didn't seem like, oh, Dexter was asking for this, and it was like, haha, buddy, play out your 2 contract years. Even though, you know, maybe it might have been that early on in the process. I think one thing that became clear to me, that because once again, like, I feel like everything that came out right after was just the floodgates. It seemed for whatever reason, eventually Dex wanted out. I think, in my opinion, what happened is, yo, KB is frozen again, and he's frozen
I'm on
on
another
a cockeyed
tab.
feud. That's hilarious.
I'm on. Am I still frozen?
You're still frozen, to me at least. Chat, let me know if he's frozen. And you're frozen on the most... I'm going to take a screenshot of this.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to the tab just so I can see it.
This is fucking hilarious.
Yo, so what is it? Yo, something's up with StreamYard then, bro. It's the audio, and now when I go to another tab, it freezes? What? Since when?
Oh, wow. I was like, let me remove him, add him back, and now it's just blank. Well, we're going to have a funny-looking KB until it corrects itself. Okay. Did you see what image it was stuck on?
No, I can't see it.
I'm going to send you it in a second.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, so if I go to another tab, I can't scroll Twitter? That's what I like.
Because I do that. I do that. So
I do it all the time to look at news. Some bullshit.
Do it on my phone. Do it on your phone.
My ADHD can't handle, man.
Right? You gotta do it on your phone.
Yeah.
But KB, I think what happened, in my opinion, this is a fan's opinion, is that Dexter was still open to coming here, but his dumbass agent, I'm gonna call his agent a dumbass, was preventing him from speaking with anybody. Which I guess, like, yeah, that's the agent's job, but he's preventing him from speaking to John Harbaugh. He was preventing him from speaking to Don Aponte. I think Dex, after the Giants initially turned away the negotiations, I think he immediately soured on it because he's obviously been thinking about this for over a year.
The report was there was no counteroffer.
Yeah, and I think once the Giants actually start to give the counteroffer, which is why I'm like, I can't figure out the way to phrase this. I'm not going to completely be angry at the way the Giants went about things. Because even like Bobby Skinner said it, you have, when he wanted a new contract, he had 3 years left last year on your contract. No team in their right mind is negotiating with you. And then when you have 2 years left, yeah, it's 1 year less, but it's still tough. You have 2 whole years left on your contract. The team is really not going to be open
guaranteed money,
to negotiating with you. But that's what I'm saying. I think once they became open, and I do think they did become open, and I think they were actually negotiating with him, I think by that point, he was already like, just get me out of here. And I think it was furthered by the fact that he is not actually getting to speak to the Giants. That's why I'm saying I hate his agent. His agent's doing his job. His agent is doing his job.
Agents are supposed to be scumbags. They are so. It's like lawyers. Like lawyers are supposed to be scumbags.
But make no mistake, bro. Dexter not getting to speak to the Giants, that just adds on to souring the relationship. Yeah. Right? So like I go from being really angry. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there's no personal interaction. You know, there's no emotion into it. It's just strictly numbers. Yeah.
So I went from being really angry because we traded one of the best defensive players in the NFL. I think at his peak, he's genuinely like a top 10 defensive player in the NFL. We traded away somebody that we're going to talk about in this very topic right here, that is going to affect our pass rush a lot, even though that's not what he's supposed to do. It's going to be tough for our edges to get home now. I hope you guys realize that. Or at the very least, it's going to be tougher because we don't know what they're going to do with the D-tackle room for the rest of the offseason. It's going to be really hard to rush a quarterback without him getting the attention in the middle. Our run defense was already bad when he was here, but, you know, now it's like, how do you get worse than rock bottom? I think we're going to see unless we do something in the draft, and there's rumors of DJ Reader, post-draft and stuff like that. I'm really angry because of that. I'm really angry, and this is one thing I'm still angry about, and I will continue to be angry about, that the Giants continue to lose their best players. And the Giants, for whatever reason, I don't care what reason you want to give, I don't care whose fault it is, they continue to lose their best players, and players in the locker room are going to start to notice you can be the best player here and you just won't have that second contract here. That's what it is. Like, for whatever reason it is, it could be the player's fault, it could be the Giants' fault, it just hasn't happened in a long
You are
time.
preaching right now, bro. You're preaching.
Hopefully that changes. And I'll say this, KB, because this is hilarious. Nobody's blaming John Harbaugh. You know, everybody wants to pile on Joe Schoen. I feel like at that point we're just beating a dead horse. Joe Schoen, it sounds like, was not involved at all because Dexter Lawrence just hates him. Which, shout out to you, Dex. I relate to you on that. Like, did you see that? Did you realize that? Like, he genuinely hates this man. He did not want to talk with him at all. It brings up another question, KB, of why the hell is Joe Schoen still here? And Before the Dexter Lawrence trade came out, the reports came out. I think I sent you it, where it's basically all but confirmed that, yeah, man, this man is fired after the draft. We just kept him because we needed to keep the scouting staff because we need to keep all the people for the draft.
That would be so dysfunctional if they do that though. Like,
I can see it happening.
I can't see. Well, now with John, I don't think John would let that happen. Like, even if John Harbaugh doesn't like Joe Shane, you gotta keep the boat stable at least till the end of the year. Like, you cannot go into this year with no GM. Like, I don't think John Harbaugh can really take on being a Bill Belichick randomly in the middle of the season. You know.
Well, I mean, when they fire him, I'm assuming they're like immediately on the lookout for another GM replacement.
Yeah, but I don't think you can. I don't think you hire a GM in season. I don't think you can do that. Can you do
that?
About,
like after the draft. I'm talking about like say in June, July.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think has that ever happened. Hire a GM right after a draft.
Well, we've had GMs be fired right after the draft before, and
really,
they got the replacement. Yeah. A couple years ago, what team did it? Was it the Falcons or the Bears or somebody did it? A couple years ago.
Okay, I mean, if it's happened before, sure. I just never. I don't remember ever seeing a GM fired after a draft. And do they go into the season without a GM or do they hire?
No, they're going with a new GM. Chat, remind me. Somebody.
Listen.
Remind me
anything to get that bastard out of there.
What a great example. But yeah, the Jets did it. I mean,
the Jets
that's
did
a great example. The Jets did it.
Why do I not remember this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna freeze again.
At least you froze on a less goofy thing. But while you're looking it up, KB, I think that's very clear. And once again, it brings up the question of, well, why is he even here and all that. But I'm still angry that we can't maintain our players. But I've kind of come to terms with it. From the standpoint of this, I think at the very least, Harbaugh's standing by his word of, if you don't want to be here, bro, like we'll see you out the door. Which I don't know if I should say I respect that or not. Because, sometimes you might not necessarily bend the knee, but sometimes you got to really work with somebody to keep them here if they're like an elite level player. But he's at least standing by his word. What's up?
I don't think the Jets did it.
They
fired Joe Douglas in November 19th. That's when he's popping.
Can you just look up like GMs that have been fired after draft and see if anybody pops up? Because I'm sure it's happened recently. But So yeah, guys, I went from being angry about that. I've come around to it for a couple reasons. I come around to it, like I said, Harbaugh sticking by his principles. 1, 2, Dex was hilariously enough an quote unquote older player on the team. So I guess they're trying to make the timeline as young as possible. They should really get rid of Darius Slayton in that case. I think they're trying to really first build this team up from the offense first, which is something new from John Harbaugh to see. Then again, we've only seen him in one environment for like his entire career, where it was more defensive oriented. It's clear that this team is offensive heavy right now, and I think it's clear that they're going to kind of lean into that to help out the young quarterback and try to build the defense on the a little bit more on the back end of the draft and things like that. So I can sort of see the vision from there. And then I also calm down on it a little bit because even though I think we could have gotten multiple picks for Dexter Lawrence, I also think getting the 10th overall pick for him, just given by what we're seeing around the league, apparently was more than what people around the league thought we were gonna get. I thought he's definitely worth it, but it seems like the Bengals gave up a good amount of draft capital. So that's where I'm like, okay, I'm a fan. But if this is what people around the league are thinking, it seems like we actually got a good deal, and I can live with it. And I'll always live with having 2 top 10 picks. Like, that's kind of where I come around to it, KB.
Yeah. Just before I continue on to piggyback off what you said, it was Mike McCagnon in 2019 that was fired after the draft due to tension with head coach Adam Gase and dissatisfaction with the free agency spending. And then John Dorsey in 2017 with the Chiefs. Ironically enough, but yeah.
How about I give you the first thing to piggyback off of?
Go ahead.
Fans, I'll give you this one to piggyback off of. Fans, y'all need to stop defending the $1 billion franchise. It kind of goes into the bigger thing of stop defending billionaires. That's a whole epidemic across the internet.
You gave me a great topic.
So I'll give you that to go off of, and before you go off, I'll just preface it by saying like, hey, I recognize now I'm still on the Giants side. The only thing I recognize is the potential vision of a young team, but this could have worked out, and that's where I'm coming from. Where you need to stop defending the franchise at every single end because this could have worked out.
You know what's crazy? You know what started my ranting was the fans defending the team. saying, I'm pretty. Maybe you saw. I don't know if you saw my crash out the stream or maybe the clipped up version.
I only got to watch the video. I didn't see the stream.
Bro, the amount of people, even before he was traded, like the whole fuck him. You know, if he wants to leave, then he can leave. There's
Giants
the door.
fans are addicted. I just gotta say that real quick.
We
They're
don't need
addicted.
him. We weren't winning with him.
Bro, they're addicted to this mentality of they're better than these players that are actually elite and some of the only good parts of this team. And as soon as you're not buying into the it's almost fascist in kind of way, bro. If you're not abiding to what we want you to be,
it's
fuck
like
you and get out of here,
fascism, bro. It's like fascism. It's like, bro. It's like if you don't bend the knee, then you can leave. Like, okay, so Dexter Lawrence is supposed to shut up and dribble while being underpaid on a terrible team. Like, why don't you're telling me you don't understand him at all? You're telling me you don't understand him at all? Like, okay, and then, you know, like I said, the arrogance. Okay, here's what's so stupid about the New York Giants fan base, right? The arrogance, as if we just won the Super Bowl last year or something like that. Like, they act like we won the Super Bowl last year. They act like we are we are the prize here. You know? Like players should be grateful to play for us. Brother, we've won 7 games in 2 years. Like, I don't know, and trust me, we could be frustrated as fans. Think about the players. Think about the good players on the team who are actually doing their jobs, right? Yeah, you can blame Dexter Lawrence for giving up, but how long has it been? Dexter Lawrence was the longest tenured New York Giant, literally. He was the first round pick in 2019. Daniel Jones is gone, so that makes him the longest tenured New York Giant, technically, with Darius Slayton. He's been there for a long time, playing at a high level. He has one down year. Forget about bad. It wasn't a bad year. A down year. And everybody betrays him immediately. No, it wasn't because he had a down year. Everybody still loved Dex. It's because he requested the trade.
It's
so
because he wanted more money.
as soon as you get up from from your knees, immediately you need to be gone.
As soon as you wipe the spit off your lips.
And yeah,
get up off of those knees.
Yeah. Now you are dead to the fan base. Are you guys how ungrateful?
Listen, I don't want to get
how arrogant.
I don't want to get super. This is gonna be so funny, KB, because you know who I am, like outside of you know, streaming and stuff. So this is gonna be funny. I don't want to get super woke, but you know what it's like. They got the whip right there. Get back down there, boy. You get back down there and take this fucking losing and this little contract. That's genuinely what it sounds like to me.
Don't you see it?
And I'm not like a super. I hate that term, by the way, woke.
Guys,
I feel like
I'm not. Listen.
I'm not.
I am not woke.
That side.
I am not on that side at all.
But I'm also not a fucking dumbass.
Yes, but you see it, guys. You see it in the fan base. Some of you may be in this stream. Okay.
I'm also. Listen, I'm not black, but I'm also a person of color, so I can recognize sometimes when it just feels like it's undertones of that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally...
And a lot of it, I think a lot of it is that because I'm going to make what a lot of people might think is a stupid comparison. You might even think it's a stupid comparison, but I'm going to make a comparison to 15, 16 years ago. In the NBA, when LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh decided to team up in free agency, it was like the first time something like that was done. A lot of people hated on him, yes, because they're like, oh, the best players are teaming up. They're not competing against each other. But it really stems from players having the power to decide where they needed to be. It's been so long ago in the NBA that the NBA is known as the player empowerment league now. The NFL is not known as the player empowerment league. I think it has a long way to go from going to the player empowerment league. It speaks back to that too. And a lot of that is rooted in, like, you are not a human. You are a player. You do what you're told to do. That's what it's rooted in, even though people won't admit it. But I just wanted to make that comparison real quick because that also came into my mind.
Yeah. I can't understand where it even comes from because... And I know, actually I do know where it comes from. It's because this team will never let go of those Lombardis. It's because the Lombardis live forever. And I get to a degree they do, right? You want to compare whose franchise is better than who, you throw out the freaking Super Bowl rings. However, you guys cannot keep saying that we don't need you. Because, here's the thing. They say we don't need you because we weren't winning with him anyway. Well, dumbasses, what's the reason why we haven't been winning with those few good players? Is because the other good players are leaving and they're winning Super Bowls. They're winning Super Bowls. Even Kadarius Toney wins a Super Bowl. Odell gets to win a Super Bowl. Julian Love, Leonard Williams gets to win a Super Bowl. Saquon gets to win a Super Bowl. How many free agents leave here and you always know you made a bad deal when the person that like winds up leaving is the one that's laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you guys sit here and say we don't need Dexter Lawrence when I know at the end of 2026 he's gonna say, thank God I never stayed with the Giants. You know? Every single free agent that leaves this place says, thank God they left the Giants. How can you as a fan sit there and say that we were in the right here and fuck Dexter Lawrence, you don't want to be here, that he can leave, and then all those people that
Eli
left
Apple
are laughing at
Bowl
us.
Too.
Oh my
Eli
God.
Apple and BJ Hill, because they were both on the Bengals.
Oh, but they went to, so they didn't win one. They went to one.
Yeah, they went to one.
Yeah. But BJ Hill?
Toast, relax, bro.
BJ Hill.
But
BJ Hill got traded, but yeah.
I'm not black, but it's crazy. Hey. I gave a very good and well, supported sentence. Don't take me out of context.
Toast, look at you trying to race bait now. You're trying to clip out of context. Look at him.
He's trying to get you canceled.
He's trying to get you canceled. Yeah. What you said was completely rational.
But I'll say this. I guess to close off I think fans need to check themselves real quick topic.
Yeah, man.
Just realize that sometimes the billion-dollar corporation isn't always going to be right. Most of the times they're not right.
And the thing is, this is so much bigger than Dexter Lawrence. I've said this on Twitter, I've said this on YouTube, and people still won't get it through their heads. I know a lot of people understand what I'm saying, and that's awesome, but my frustration really lies with the people who are just too dense to even understand the nuance of the situation, because you can look at both sides and say, damn, this is a really effed up situation, bro. And I really understand Dex's point of view. You got to understand, this is so much more than Dexter Lawrence. Yes, at the end of the day, Dexter Lawrence is one player out of 53 other players. Understandable. However, what happens when you see a guy like Dexter Lawrence leave and he becomes successful? Oh, well, now AT wants more money, and AT doesn't want to be with this team anymore because he's been here since 2020. He's one of the longest tenure players either, hasn't won anything. You guys could call him a loser? You guys gonna say that he's never won anything, so he can leave too?
No, actually,
awesome.
KB, they're gonna say you're always injured, buddy. Walk.
Right, exactly. And then let's go to Brian Burns next. Brian Burns is entering his third year.
You're out of your prime, man. You only had your good years when Dexter was here. Walk.
Oh yeah, because I guarantee you, Brian Burns has 16.5 sacks this season, right? That's a lot of sacks. Let's say he drops all the way down to 9, which is still decent. Drops all the way down to 9. Oh, you fell off. You're a shell of yourself, buddy. You can leave too. We'll trade you for a 3rd round pick. And so the cycle continues, and it's the fans that are too dense to say well, we're not winning with them, so let's throw them away. The reason we're not winning with them is because you keep getting rid of the prior players. This is a football. This is not the NBA, and I feel like people don't understand that. The NBA, it's much easier to win with an individual player because there's 5 freaking players on the court at a time for the team. There's only 5 players that can be on the court. For football, it's 11. The entire roster is 53 players. So yes, individual players are a little bit less important. However, in the grand scheme of things, you are going to influence all the players out of there because good players want to play with good players. Good players don't want to be sitting there with roster bubble guys and guys that are one drop away from working at Walmart and just being underpaid at that. And I get the Giants situation where there's 2 years left on his deal. Yes, the guaranteed money is out, but that's Dexter Lawrence's problem. That's not their problem. The guaranteed money is running out, but there's 2 years on his deal, and they feel like they're paying him fine because he's coming off of a bad season where he was injured.
I was going to say, KB,
this, that, and
not to interrupt you, but I want to use that same sentence you just said to segue into the other part of this conversation, which is, this is the reason why I didn't know who to be angry at. I completely get where the Giants are coming from in some senses. So I want you to talk about that a little bit because I feel like right now, just looking at your comments and stuff, I feel like people don't realize that you see that part. So let's talk about how you see that part as well.
People you know, and I understand why people think I only see Dex's side, because I rarely harped on the Giants side, because I feel like I don't want to speak to that crowd. Like they already believe. I'm trying to convince them that Dexter Lawrence is not wrong in this either, in my opinion. This was just a product of just being a terrible franchise. And this is what I said about the Saquon situation. Do you remember my thoughts about Saquon? I said as much as Saquon was my favorite player on the team. And I said, Saquon, you can go. Like not in a malicious way. You good?
I don't have a glass by me, and I'm the only person that lives in my apartment, so like I'm allowed to do this.
You can't say fetch me a cup. Nobody's there.
I don't have a dog or a cat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't have anybody to
Listen,
do it. So.
I'm the only. I live on my own. I can drink straight from the Brita.
Oh, me
filter,
too.
right?
Me too. I'd be drinking from the carton. It's just that you were like giving me eye contact at the same time.
Yeah,
It was
I
weird.
was like. Go ahead.
No, but you know, yeah, I didn't want to speak to that crowd. I understand them. I just wanted them to understand Dex's point of view. The Saquon situation. I knew, and this has a lot to relate to. It's the same situation. I knew Saquon couldn't stay here. As much as I love Saquon, was my favorite player. Even
Same.
I said he's got to go, because for a running back, we didn't have the team to sustain having a running back. Like, I don't care about drafting a running back second overall, especially Saquon's generational to me. I don't care what anybody says. Saquon is a generational running back, not Jeremiah Love, okay? Saquon Barkley is a generational running back. In order for you to justify having a generational running back on your team, drafting a position that is not valuable in the NFL draft, you need to sustain him by putting the pieces around him and winning, and not making him the focal point of your team. Because same thing, the Vikings tried it with Adrian Peterson. That didn't work out either. Adrian Peterson was great on his own. The team was terrible. You know? The same situation with Dexter Lawrence, where the team is not in the right spot to sustain a player of his magnitude, so he has to go. Dexter Lawrence says, I stood here for as long as I could. Not everybody's going to be a Joe Thomas and says, I don't care about winning, just give me money. You know? Like, I don't know, man. And even so,
like I said earlier, I see this from the team's point of view as well. From the team's point of view, we made you one of the highest paid DTs in football, and you agreed at the time that the contract would kick in late. You asked for it last year. Hell no, I'm not renegotiating. You got 3 years left. You asked for it this year. I'm still partially saying hell no, you got 2 years left. I can see certain things from the team's perspective. And then also, like I said, another team comes along and offers you a top 10 draft pick for him, where other compensation was being rumored is just a second round pick, and the dude doesn't want to play here. Yeah, man, fuck out of here, dog. I'm taking the 10th overall pick. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's business.
And listen,
I can see that.
I cannot, if I was in that room, and I'm arguing, like, bro, you guys cannot trade Dexter. Look at the compensation. You guys trade. And the Bengals call, and they say, we'll give you the 10th pick straight up. I have to shut my mouth. Because, like we just talked about earlier, there has never been the last time a non-quarterback player has been traded for a top 10 pick was the 80s. So that's a unprecedented deal. Even if I believe Dexter Lawrence is better to the team than the 10th overall pick, in my opinion, that's a compensation that's unheard of. Like, if you were to trade Dexter Lawrence, that is a dream compensation. So I can't sit here and say that the Giants were wrong in doing that. I fully believe if the Giants were only offered a second round pick, Dexter Lawrence would still be on the roster.
I fully believe even if the rumored Bears offer was 25 in a second, I think they might have still be like, yeah, we're good.
Do you know how you always hear, like, just for this situation too, you know how you always hear when a player like requests a trade and the team doesn't want to trade them, like, unless they're blown away with an offer. Well, this was the blow away with an offer situation. So the 10th overall pick is not something you can just say, all right, no, like, you're the 5th and the 10th now. That's for a defensive tackle. You know what I mean? And honestly, that shows how good Dexter. I guarantee you. Listen, I know I say the compensation is hard to pass up on. Especially in the first 2 years or so, I think the Bengals are going to win that. The Bengals are going to win that.
The only way
trade.
I think it's been beaten to death all over the place now, but the only way this is a win-win or a win for the Giants is if we draft somebody that can play close to the level of Dexter Lawrence. Like, that's it.
And that is so hard because he's whether you want to argue he's better than Chris Jones or not, either way, he's second best. Like,
Or the other way this turns out to be a win for the Giants is that Dexter actually doesn't really bounce back, and he does continue to like give out
And that
subpar
sucks
performance,
because
and
I
we
know a
draft
lot of
somebody
people.
that's good.
Yeah, that sucks because I know a lot of people are gonna be wishing that on him. I actually
Yeah.
wish that he just balls out. And
Yeah.
you know why? You know why? Because, like I said, squeaky wheel gets the oil. I use that quote all the time because it's very true. The only times things will change is when there's a noticeable something noticeable happens, right? If you constantly over and over again see these guys leaving and they're all successful, like if Dexter Lawrence messes around and becomes one of the reasons why that defense is better and they win a Super Bowl, right? Because the Bengals have always been, for the last 5 years, they've been a team that if they just get their defense together and Joe Burrow stays healthy, they're a Super Bowl team. You know, if Dexter Lawrence gets close to Super Bowl, wins the playoffs, gets like some All-Pro considerations, whatever the case is, and that keeps happening, that's going to force the Giants to say, let's reflect on why we can't keep these players, and let's try to keep these players on the team, man. You know, try to retain these players instead of just not reflecting on why this team is ass and saying, well, we'll just boot you out. You guys can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that. Why is it that we haven't had a player stick around their whole career since like Matthias Kiwanuka? Like, come on. Like, Matthias Kiwanuka, when did he retire? Like 2015 or something like that? He's like the only guy that's been with the Giants through and through. We used to pride ourselves in doing that. Amani Toomer, Eli, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan. Justin Tuck, I will count because he had one little stint with the Raiders and that was it. Like, we had a lot of players that will stick with the Giants for the remainder of their careers. Why do you think this is not happening anymore? Because the franchise, forget about individual coaches, forget about the rosters, forget about the GMs. The franchise is terrible. We are the Browns. We are the Jets. You guys understand? We are those teams. We are not 2007, 2011 historic franchise anymore. We are bottom of the barrel. That's it. The quicker they acknowledge that, the faster we will find a way to change and keep these players on the team. Because the way we're operating right now, constantly recycling good players, is no different from the Jets. Look, they just traded Sauce Gardner because they had to. They had to get rid of Jamal Adams. They had to get rid of Quinton Williams. They had to get rid of all these players. Garrett Wilson might be out the door next. Like, we are operating the same way the Jets are. Just recycling great players. We are not allergic from drafting or signing great players. We've done that. Our problem is keeping them. That's the problem. You guys, we can't win a Super Bowl only having good players on the team for 3 years. It's not going to happen. You need time to accumulate all these guys. This is not the NBA where you go in one offseason and you get all these top players to build a super team and you go out and win a Super Bowl. That's not how it works. You need a long time of success to even reach a Super Bowl. Yeah, some guys are flash in the pan, but you look at the all these other teams, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the way they organize their team. They have a bunch of players that stay there, that they retain, and they acquire more guys, and they stay as well. Like, man, it's crazy, bro. We operate like the bottom of the barrel franchise, and the fans act like that we are like the best team ever, and we don't need anybody. Like, we'll win with anybody, guys. I said this on Twitter, and I feel like this franchise is so brain rotted. Like, we rather waste our time thinking about drafting a 5th round sleeper than just paying your guys. Like, we'll just draft a 5th round defensive tackle. He's going to be great. He's a sleeper. Everybody says that he's going to be drafted in the 5th, but he's going to be a steal of the draft. Like, you guys would rather focus on that than just paying your players. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
But with that said, it's also kind of a good segue to, let's talk about, I guess, the positive from the Dex trade, which is directly linked to the draft. We have the 10th overall pick now. And before we talk about these guys here who are heavily rumored to the Giants right now, what do you like about having the 10th overall pick?
I love the prospect of the different direct, like, you know how we were plagued with the 5th overall pick, and what do we do? Like, what we do with the 5th overall pick really determines the rest of the draft. Where it can completely shift the entire draft based on what we do with the 5th overall pick because of so many holes we can fill. The 10th overall pick really helps out a lot, and I'll tell you right now, I am not opposed to trading down. I'm not opposed to it at all because I think
the best path is still trading down from one of these picks.
I rather trade down from the 10th pick. I'd rather trade down from the 10th pick, go down to whatever, maybe almost top 20, and try to, in my opinion, try to get another second because I like the pool of the second round guys because you can end up with, like we did our draft situation on my channel, and a lot of people loved my trade down scenario. That was before we got the 10th pick of acquiring another second round pick, and I got Lee Hunter and Jacob Rodriguez. I think instantly that instantly does something to your defense. Now we have a little bit more work to do because Dexter Lawrence is gone, but even so, if we were to add another second round pick, forget about that 3rd round pick. You add another second round pick. Getting a guy like Lee Hunter, and this is just an example, Lee Hunter and Jacob Rodriguez, oh my gosh. That is powerful right there, bro. Because those two were two of the best run stoppers in the nation. If you have the prospect of possibly ending up with them, and that's just an example. There are plenty of I like the pool of second round guys.
Let me quickly, because chat is moving here real quick. Burrow and Dex deserve a ring. Loki gonna root for him this year. I mean, I think the only player
Burrow
I kind
really
of
deserves
actively
one, bro.
rooted against was Saquon, and that's more because he went to the Eagles than anything else.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
He was just a snake for that. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I would love getting an offensive lineman at 10. You don't even need to talk to me anymore. You can't keep good to great players when you lose 12 plus games a year, 100.
I don't want to keep harping on this because I'm done trying to speak to that crowd because they don't get it. The reason why we're losing 12 games a year is because
he's saying what you're saying, bro.
Huh?
Read this. He's saying what you're saying. Read this next comment.
Oh, because Steven always rage baits me.
He's saying exactly what you're saying. You got to pay more to keep players.
Okay, he said, "What are you yapping about?" He's saying I'm yapping.
But then the next sentence.
Okay, players don't want to stay on a team when you do nothing but losing. Losing teams have to pay more to keep players.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
absolutely right. Absolutely right. But I don't think he's agreeing with me. I think he's just saying that the reason why Dexter wants to leave and why we should let him go. I think that's why.
All right, I guess I'll clarify because you guys know I am a Knicks fan. This Lakers shirt is less of a Lakers shirt and more of a LeBron shirt. Like, the back of it has his number and like his accomplishments and stuff. You guys know I'm a huge LeBron fan, so that's what it is. That's why
LeBron
it says
James!
Lakers at the front. He gives us so many memes. I love that there's like a new meme every week. There's one going around right now on Twitter. He's a goat alone for that. I don't agree with KB a lot, but when he's right, he's right. I agree.
Ah, damn! What do you disagree with me for? Yo, I got a lot. Yo, yeah. I kid you not. This deck situation really showed me how much hate watchers I have because I had people in that stream I've never seen before just ripping.
It's come out the woodwork.
Just out of nowhere. I've always hated your content. La, 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 la. Golly. And on Twitter, too. On Twitter. Obviously, I don't mind it on Twitter. I love arguing on Twitter, so it's whatever.
This isn't even a Giants thing. It's a New York sports thing where everyone thinks these New York teams are super prestigious and everyone wants to play here.
Toast. A toast to that, Toast. A toast to that. Yeah.
Giants could trade from 5 to 9 and gain 9 and 29. I would do that 100% of the times. I really would. Salah will take Styles. I mean, I hope that he takes Love. BP at 9 to 10, then D tackle at 29, and right guard or corner at 37.
So I have 3 first-round picks, Steven? That would mean 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, because that would be the Chiefs trading 9 and 29 to get up to 5. Yeah, that would be elite.
Yeah, that would be another 2019 draft game.
Oh, look, same one. Toast is talking about the same one. He saw a mock draft where the Chiefs trade up and give 9 and 29 for pick 5. I think it's unrealistic, but it's a dream scenario. I agree with that second part of the sentence completely. I don't think it's realistic.
We did it in 2019. We had
but like,
6,
who would the Chiefs be trading up
17,
for at 5?
Jeremiah, maybe not
No,
Jeremiah
they got
Love
Kenny
anymore.
Walker.
Ruben Bain? I don't know. The NFL is high on Ruben Bain, bro. I'm telling you. The NFL is high on Ruben Bain. I will not be surprised if a team like the Dolphins, a team like the Chiefs, will go up and get him.
Now, KB, the biggest draft rumors. I'm gonna start you off with a hard hitting question, bro. Which one of these players do you hate the most for the draft rumor? Because it's not who you think it is for me.
For 5 or 10.
Shit, I don't care.
Any of them? I just heard from Adam Schefter, and it made me lose all credibility for him, was David Bailey. What the fuck do we have to do with David Bailey? I don't know. He said there's a strong possibility. No, he's like, bro, at this point they're trolling us because everybody is linked to the Giants. Everybody, there's a strong possibility. It doesn't stop. I literally thought it was gonna stop at like Jordan Tyson, and it's now going. I never thought David Bailey would be mentioned. Why? Drafting David Bailey is like throwing the Abdul Carter pick right out the window. Right out the window. That would be terrible. That would be so bad.
That's hilarious.
They're the same player. Would be a big essentially. Mistake. They're the same type of player.
Big mistake. Yeah. If you're gonna draft somebody, at least draft like a more of a Thibodeau.
Ruben Bain.
They got some
if you're gonna draft an edge rusher, draft Ruben Bain.
Yeah, but the guy I hate the most is actually Jordan Tyson. Like I don't hate him. I don't hate him as a player. I think he would be the more. I think he would be the most unnecessary pick at 5 or 10. Even more so than Jeremiah Love, I think he would be.
You know what's crazy?
I think we can just survive without a freaking, top elite wide receiver. I think we really can. I think we can.
I think it
would be a waste of a pick.
If he was never in a medical situation, I would take him, no doubt in my mind, because Malik Neighbors coming off an ACL, and he could be just good. Bro, he's more injury prone.
And an article came out yesterday today that says he's going to need another surgery for his knee, not connected to all the CLs, but a surgery for his knee that's going to knock him off for some time too.
Yeah. Listen, I love Jordan Tyson, and I put a tweet out saying if he was actually, because some doctor was on Pat McAfee's show, and listen, these doctors, I kid you not, guys, I don't care if they're doctors, I don't care, they're paid. They are definitely paid to talk on. On the freaking radio. Yeah, they want the attention, they want the clout. They want to be the guy that says that Jordan Tyson is medically cleared, okay? They always have a bias. I don't believe that for a second. I think that is a true... there's no way Jordan Tyson is just 100% ready to go. We heard that so many times. We heard that when Miles Jack wound up having a fine career. He just never was what everybody thought he was. But guys like Caleb Farley, who just never recovered. Caleb Farley tore his ACL at Virginia Tech and never came back and was the same player. Jalen Smith was a beast coming out of Notre Dame, was never the same player coming out. There are players where it's bad. Now he's, I think, 2 or 3 years removed from an ACL tear. Jordan Tyson is. What he's really dealing with is that hamstring. He's really dealing with is a nagging hamstring injury that is concerning for a wide receiver because hamstring injuries are so common.
Hamstrings never go away, bro. They just they stay there, bro.
And trust me, from somebody that has had a hamstring injury, that I'm not even in the NFL. I even had an issue playing flag football having a hamstring injury. That thing bothered me for months. And I'm not nearly conditioning myself as much as these guys are. So it's like,
we saw it on the Giants before. Saquon 1 year was basically nerfed because of a hamstring. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything major. It was a hamstring. I think we saw it with Odell, too.
Yeah, Steven says, KB, your guy, McCoy might fall to the second round. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, man.
I'm not taking Jermod. I think there was another article that came out that also said he could be knocked out for even longer. I'm like, I don't think there's any way that you could really take him with a high pick.
This would be like this. I would take all the time in the world with my 37 pick, like as much time as I can, figuring out what to do, because I'm telling you right now, if Jermon McCoy somehow, some way winds up being okay, and we get him in the second round, bro, I think he could be better than Sauce. I think he's a Sauce level prospect, and I think he could be better. Like, I think this guy is an all-pro written all over him, and it sucks that he had that injury.
It's not just the injury. Like I said, that last report that came out on him basically said that it's more serious than people realize, and it's you know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of, instead of it being post-draft but pre-draft, it's reminding me of the corner Jeff Okuda. Except all that stuff happened post-draft with Okuda. Yeah. Never hit the field. And then the one corner out of Virginia that 1 year. We had the same thing.
That was Caleb Farley.
Yeah. We had the same thing, bro. The exact thing that you're saying about McCoy is what was being said about Caleb Farley, bro. Never hit the field.
Yeah, Caleb Farley never hit the field. Never hit the field, Caleb Farley. That's the thing, man. You know, okay. if the
And
Giants,
then, hey man, listen, let's take that and place it at Tyson, because I see the question: are we taking Tyson? Maybe, because apparently the Giants wine and dined him and all that stuff. Maybe, but I'll apply the same thing to Tyson. We don't know how healthy this guy can be.
Everybody was really looking into the fact that the Giants went to that Arizona State pro day, bro. 18 teams went to go see Jordan Tyson, bro. Wait.
But what about the dinner though? Only one team took him out to dinner, bro.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, we're only like involved in Giants news. Who knows? Who knows? But 18 teams showed up just for him. Nobody else is going to show up to Arizona State, but for Jordan Tyson.
What do you feel about I think the love on Sonny Styles has calmed down a lot, and it's calmed down to the point where casual fans on Twitter are almost turning on Sonny Styles now. Have you seen that?
I think someone let off a huge smokescreen where now they're saying the Giants are not interested, because a lot of people are just sheep and hive-minded. So if they see a report that Giants don't like them, then they don't like them. Mm-hmm. I think it's a smokescreen, because after the draft, we heard that the Giants love Sonny Styles, and now all of a sudden we're hearing the Giants hate Sonny Styles. It doesn't make any sense. Not at all. And is Sonny Styles a top 30?
Visit? I'm for the first time in years, I really don't know who the top 30 visits are.
I was going to make a video on the top 30, but literally the freaking draft is here. Let me see here. Where's the top 30, bro?
Shout out for everybody being here. I see Deshaun in the chat. Jakira, Toast, Steven, Jay. I think Daniel Berry's still in here, along with the people from earlier. CJ, Jaden.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I don't know if Jay's still in here, but shout out to you, Jack. Thank you guys all for tuning in, man.
It's very weird because I do not see... we brought in Arvell Reese for a top 30, and we did not bring in Sonny Styles.
Is that telling, or is that just a coincidence?
I think it's telling. When was the last time we drafted a first-round pick that we didn't have a top 30?
Kevin Sullivan does say they met with Styles at the Combine and Pro Day.
I know
if that counts for anything.
I don't know if they met with him. Well, oh yeah, they talked to him at the Pro Day. They talked to him at the Pro Day, but and the Combine, but that was obvious. Not bringing him in for a top 30 is kind of concerning. Oh, yeah, it's Combine meetings, yeah. Not bringing him in for a top 30 is concerning.
All right, we'll get back in here so you can unfreeze.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time we took a first round pick that we didn't have a top 30 for.
Going back to connecting to Dex and also connecting with the draft, I have two guys from the draft here, but really let's imagine that they're two free agents. The biggest holes are, of course, right guard and defensive tackle, just the entire room. We have, $13 to $15 million freed up now that Dex is off the books. The rumors state that we're going to sign DJ Reader and one other defensive tackle after the draft for comp pick reasons.
Yeah, what is that? Well, I never heard that until now. What the hell is that?
I also never heard it. I think they want to protect them getting the comp pick from losing Dex. But you get a comp pick for trading somebody away. That's what I'm confused about. Do you get a comp pick for trading somebody away? That's what that's saying.
I could look it up, but I don't know.
But so that's our biggest holes. KB, DJ Reader. I think they brought in some guy from Miami today. Shelby Harris they brought in. I still don't know why they haven't brought in my guy Calais Campbell. He's still good at 40 years old. There's no reason that they haven't brought him in. And then, of course, Kevin Zeitler and Greg Van Roten are still out on the market. With this $13 million in cap space, let's just say DJ Reader is chalk. Let's say he's going to be a Giant, all right? Who else do you want them to spend the money
on? Kevin Zeitler.
Does that use up all of the 13 mil?
Nah, hell no. At this point of free agency, hell no. Both of them are going to be paid peanuts. Both of them are going to be paid peanuts. So at that point, we got to get two DTs, right? Even before the draft, we got to sign two DTs. I would get DJ Reader as that plugger, as that like nose tackle, and I'm getting Calais Campbell.
That's what I want to get. I just don't know. They've stayed away from Campbell. They brought in Shelby Harris and this other guy from Miami.
Yeah,
Benito,
but remember, there is
yeah.
a connection there. So I don't even think they would need to bring him in for a visit because they know John Harbaugh knows Calais Campbell. Like he's played with. I don't think they would need to bring him in for a visit. I think he would just call him up and say, "Yo, you good? Yeah, let's do it."
Hmm.
I think more so they bring in players for visits that they're not really as familiar with and try to get to know them or whatever, work out this, that, and the third.
No, but I think the minimum needs to be sign 2 DTs and take one at 37. I think that's the minimum that needs to be done. At the very least, I think it's
Guys,
a
look
patch
at our
job for this
DT
year.
room, bro. That
Yeah.
is the most pitiful DT room I've ever seen going into a draft. Oh my god, it is bad.
I think signing 2 DTs, one of them being DJ Reader, drafting one at 37, and then having a second year Darius Alexander is a nice patch job for the year that has the potential to be average. And I feel like if Darius Alexander takes a step forward, and then next year, the D tackle we draft takes a step forward, and maybe we keep DJ Reader, then we could go from a mid to good D tackle room. But notice all the ifs I just said there. I said like 15 ifs for that to happen. So that's why it's the minimum. We got to sign 2 of them and draft one.
I can't believe we didn't. I can't believe you've done this. Like I can't believe we did
I say
this.
sign 2 and draft 2. Take Tim Keenan in the 5th round like we've been doing in our mock drafts as well with somebody at 37. Take 2 DTs.
Yeah, we have an extra first now, so like now that clears things up. And bro, I'm really on board with the trading down at 10, and then because I kind of don't want to trade down at 5, because I think the talent really drops off in the teens. I really do think it. I really do think that. And if we have a situation where like Downs is off the board, like say we draft Sonny Styles, and Downs is off the board, Maui Noah is off the board, I don't really care for drafting Mansour Delane. I don't see him as special. I really don't. So it's like I would just trade down. You know what I mean? And then trade down and figure out what you're gonna do from there.
Yeah.
But
well, great thing you bring it up because it's time to get the mock draft simulator up, buddy. This will be, let's do 2. It will be the last 2 before the draft, which I guess we'll do it on, we'll be on KB's channel, guys. We'll be, I'm assuming you're available for the draft, right? That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
We're going to be over there. Tune in. I'll pop on like right after 8. I don't think I can make it on at 8, but the draft doesn't start directly at 8 o'clock anyway. So
it never does. It'll start at like 8:30.
Yeah. So pull up that mock draft simulator.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's me now. Oh my god, but I'm gonna freeze.
Are you?
I'm gonna freeze the whole time.
Oh shit, you are.
Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna leave and bring you back in.
Okay. Let me see what you got, chat. Reader, another vet, DT in the 2nd, and we're solid. I think it's a patch. I think it has the potential to be solid. I saw Snacks, yeah, because somebody tweeted at him. Draft needs to hurry up and get here 100%. Yup. I don't know about a splash, but you can make it work. It's very funny to have a splash. Like a splash, I would have loved John Franklin Myers, who the Titans got this year. That would have been a splash if there's somebody like that next year. Fano is the first. I mean, the reports say any of them are the first to be expected. I've seen Monroe Freeling coming off the board before Fano, so we'll see what happens. I'm low-key done with drafting corners and relying on them to start for a hot minute. At least every corner we've drafted since like Prince has been a bust. Styles, tackling, and overall physicality. This is something for KB to answer. I'm not really the film guy that can answer that for you.
Well, yeah, thinking about Styles, tackling, and overall physicality, I think could be a problem in the NFL. I've always said this. I don't think he's the hardest hitter, right? I think he's a little, I wouldn't say weak, but he's not like your thumper. He's not a thumper. He's more of a finesse linebacker. His physicality is there. It's just, yeah, you can slip off a tackle sometimes, get a little too aggressive and just whiff or whatever. But he's a young linebacker. Guys, he's still learning linebacker. What I'm really paying attention to is his physical, his athletic gifts and his IQ. Really, really smart player off the bat. So, am I still frozen?
No, you're not frozen. Am I frozen? Because I just switched tab.
Well, I can't see. Well, I'm on another tab.
Oh, now you're frozen. Yeah, what the hell?
Are you serious? What the hell is... Okay,
StreamYard's
now I'm frozen?
StreamYard. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, hey, before you switch, just smile and it will still have your audio.
Yeah, dude. Hold
Just
on.
smile before you switch. No, that's creepy. That's creepy as hell. You look like my upstairs neighbor, high key. Oh my god.
It's staying like that too.
No, bro. No.
I don't even know what it looks like. I'm just
Oh
gonna.
my god,
I'm just
my
gonna rock
upstairs
with it.
neighbor's- I think she's Puerto Rican too, bro. No,
I'm just gonna rock with it.
No, bro.
Oh,
Hell no.
damn.
This is creepy as hell.
Hold on, let me adjust my thing here. Wow, that's crazy to see 5 and 10. Wow. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
John Doe said, "Damn KB, new PFP."
Just give a proper good smile, man.
Okay, fine.
Yo, he thinks I'm gonna keep playing with him, man. He thinks I'm gonna keep playing with him, bro. Like I'll throttle his little ass, bro.
I just saw it for a quick second. It's serious, I saw. Okay, here we go. Ready? There we go.
Ah, perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Yo, people that are just gonna get onto the stream is gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell? Why is KB frozen with his thumb up?"
Blame StreamYard. StreamYard's been freaking weird.
Yeah, it's StreamYard, guys. We were having audio problems in the beginning. All right. So, I have to share my screen now. Duh. I was waiting. I was like, what the hell? Let me go back. You got it? Okay.
Yep. You might need to zoom in a bit because for some reason with StreamYard, I'm guessing it's a little blurry.
Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, guys, let's go. I have my sliders. You want me to zoom in more, or we're good?
You're good. Are you moving anything? Let me see. Can you like scroll up and down on the tab? Okay, cool. I thought the tab was frozen for a second.
Good. Okay.
Let's do the first one. Let's do the first one trade down and the second one no trade down. How about that?
Okay.
That way, the second one will be the quote unquote more realistic one, and to end it off closer to the draft.
All right. So what do we got here? Honestly, this is realistic as hell because I think our Reese is gonna drop. I think David Bailey is probably gonna go too.
Whoa.
And that makes way more sense too. It does. I don't think Arvell Reese really has a role in the NFL. They're just gonna use him as a weapon because he is not where he should be as an edge rusher, and as an off-ball linebacker, he's really light. Like he's really light on his feet. Like
Chat is saying to see for that 5 to 9 and 29 trade that we mentioned earlier.
Oh, you guys
Hell
want to
no,
do that?
Bro. Look to trade down with the Saints.
Oh, I heard that
Saints are gonna
too.
love Arvell. Look to
I heard
trade
that
down
too.
with them.
If we do that, it'll probably be like a 40. They have 42. So, look at that. They popped up immediately. 5, 8, and 42.
I would do this 100% of the time.
Wait,
if
is
they
that?
say yes.
Yeah, but is that like good value for?
I think it
Saints?
is. We're
No,
only
I'm
going
saying,
down
is that good
3 picks.
No, I'm saying, is that good value for the Saints? Like to give up a whole second-round pick?
What
3
do
picks.
they say?
It's 80, 67, 6. Let me look at the trade chart. Trade chart. Let's see here. So, on the trade chart, I'm gonna share this tab instead. The trade chart here.
Yeah, you're gonna need to zoom in for sure.
You gonna zoom in? Okay. New
So
Orleans
1,400.
1,400.
1400 and
Yeah,
42
that's
is
a big over.
480.
Actually, not that much of an overpay. It would be
We're over
180
by
over.
180. It's not
So
that
let's
much
say 42, and we give a fifth or
Give
next
them one
year's
of our
fifth?
3-6.
Yeah, 3-6. Okay, yeah, but yeah. But
Go
they're
back
like
to the
only,
to the tab. Go back to the tab.
they're only worth like 14 freaking points though. But yeah, we can do that. Let's see the highest one. And all right, so 72%.
72%. Let's see
Yeah.
what they say.
Because it's yeah,
Hey.
good. All right.
Listen, I think I would do this draft 100 out of 100. And with Cable Diamonds are still do there. Smash it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
kind of
would
mad
take
that
it.
Mount was off the board though.
Yeah, I'm actually it's crazy because after talking to Bobby, I am way more on board with Marinoa than I used to be.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because
What
Bobby kind of
about
convinced me.
you know who I would go here? I mean, I know you're not down, and apparently some of the chat wouldn't be down for Munster Delane. That's not who I'm considering though. Is Venga still here?
Oh yeah, Ioane is always yeah.
Yeah, I would
Ioane's here.
100% go Venga here.
What do you guys think? Venga here?
Oh, Jordan Tyson is still here. Do you want to go to buy into Giants hype and we go Jordan Tyson here? Because we have an extra second
Thing
now.
is, I love Jordan Tyson. I just don't love the injury, and it doesn't make sense to draft an injury-prone receiver to replace a wide receiver coming off an injury. Like, it doesn't make any sense why the Giants would do it. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could.
Let's go Venga then, bro.
Yeah, I would rather go Venga. You want it here? People are probably gonna freaking be going for Mansur Delane. I
I
don't
wouldn't
know what
blame
it is.
them. I wouldn't blame them.
I just don't know what it is. I'm not a big fan of Mansur Delane. I'm just not. So let's go Ioane. It's an obvious need, you know. It's like
We got
bro.
37 and 42. We're chilling.
Oh
bro.
man,
We're chilling.
We are
chilling.
we got the duo here. If you guys want to do the duo, is Lee Hunter and Jacob Rodriguez.
Go
But if
back
you guys
up.
want to switch it up, it's fine. Christian Miller is good too, but Christian Miller is not going to provide what we need. We need run stoppers.
We can
Christian
do
Miller.
Lee Hunter and Rodriguez, but you know what we can do as well, bro? What's the second round wide receivers available? Because there's maybe
man.
there is some fire to the smoke. There's so much talk about us getting that number 2 wide
Where the hell's the
receiver.
wide receiver? Oh, it's on top.
You scroll past it, bro. It's up with the.
All right, Chris Bell. I didn't do work on these guys, man. Because I was just not.
I think
concerned.
Skylar Bell is like Steve Smith's favorite wide receiver in this draft. If that matters.
Yeah,
to anybody.
and people
Steve
keep
Smith's been
saying
doing
this dude is
breakdowns.
like. People keep saying this dude is like Odell.
He got to gain some weight for me.
Yeah, he's about 10,
He got to
10
gain
pounds
some weight
lighter.
for me. But guess what? We're taking the D tackle here first for sure. Like the wide receiver
Gotta go
thing
Lee,
would
right?
be at 42. Let's
Yeah.
take the D tackle and then get to
You
42
gotta
for
go
sure.
Lee.
All right, bam. So Jacob Rodriguez is still there, but the only reason I'm even kind of harping on this, guys, is there's been so much connection to it. You know, I feel like it would be disingenuous if we just completely like throw it out the water, like throw it out the room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think a second round wide receiver would be completely fine. I'm not against it. So the only guy that I recognized there other than Skylar Bell was Chris Bell. I don't know anything about Chris Brazel, and I didn't really get to see the other guys. Do you know anything about Chris Bell, KB?
Not really, but I know about Chris Brazel. He's like he's a Tennessee. He's your typical Tennessee wide receiver.
Can you pull up Chris Bell real quick?
yeah.
Yeah. And then Chris Brazel, as you were talking about him afterwards.
Who the hell's Chris Bell?
Oh, he went. Oh, he went right before us.
Oh,
Are you
snap.
serious, Bengals? Are y'all dead ass?
Just taking all our players, huh?
What about this dude, Jeremy Bernard?
Jeremy
Spelled
Bernard
very weirdly.
is like the most. People love him, but I literally think he's gonna be the most average receiver of all time. Like he's gonna do what you want him to do, but he's not special. Like that's all I see in Jeremy Bernard. He has some yards here. Like look everything's pedestrian to me, man. I think he's gonna be the most average receiver ever. Like he's going to be good for a team, but I don't think he's special.
Mm-hmm.
Like why? Like
Chris
Alabama
Brazel, I
has-
know, is somebody that Brett Coleman likes, if that matters to
Yeah,
anybody.
but it's like I really don't care for Tennessee wide receivers. Like it's not even just about Jalen Hyatt. It's like the system
6'5"
that
is
they're
messed
in. The system that they're in is just run. They get taller guys that has speed and they just run in a straight line, and that's how they get their yards. Like they don't run routes. You know, they don't do any of that fun stuff. Like they just literally just go deep.
Apparently, the reason people like this guy is that he's the first Tennessee wide receiver to run routes. Though that's what the streets are saying, bro.
Yeah, let me see. In a vertical offense, he projects as a high upside out receiver who likely begins his career at wide receiver 3. If a team bets on his skill set and he hits, he has the potential to become an impact player. You see, his route tree is limited, but what he does, winning downfield, he does very well.
Who's the other guys here?
it
The
would be
NDSU
fine, but,
guy
like-
I've heard about.
Who?
Bryce Lance, Trey Lance's brother, right?
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. But his grades are great, but it's in the FCS.
All right, let's go with the duo, man. Let's get Jacob Rodriguez. Let's
Yeah,
get
the chat is
the duo. Yep, they
feeding
want
for
it. The duo that helps stop the run at the best rate in the country.
How is our number one knee wide receiver? That is so weird.
Well, guess what? We can get it here in the 4th if there is a guy.
Yeah, here
Is
we
there
are
a
at
guy at all?
105.
Is the question.
I don't know any of these dudes except
Did
Jacoby
Ted
Lane.
Hurst go?
Yes.
Ah.
I know Ted
And
Hurst
Malik
went
Muhammad
because-
went too. That was gonna be the guy I actually wanted. He went to
Yeah.
the Jets just a couple picks before. Damn. This is interesting
Oh,
because
Ted
I was
Hurst
gonna
just
say
went.
Malik Muhammad, but who do we go here? What position do we go?
Well, we brought in Takario Davis. Oh, Will Lee. A lot of people love them some Will Lee, and he's a top 30 visit. Both him and Takario Davis are top 30s.
We're just gonna draft the in just Texas guys. We got Texas Tech. We got Texas A&M.
Yeah. A lot of people like Will Lee.
small, though.
Steven loves Will Lee.
It's kind of.
I know his grades don't look very well, but I mean, I don't care about run defense as
I'm
much.
looking at
I mean,
his weight.
I
He looks
love
like he
when
get
corners.
bullied.
Huh?
His weight is what I'm looking at. Like he looks like he get bullied.
189. Guys, what's so special about him? His man coverage is great, but at 189? Who
That's
watches
small.
this? Who watched this dude?
Okay, Toast has an
Steven-
interesting question. Before, pause real quick and go to who we drafted so far, and I'll read the question for you. Just go to like the list of the players we got so far.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna answer no right away, but I'll read the question because it's still good to have for the future of the team. He says, "Does Downs, Hunter, and Rodriguez make this defense better than having Dex?"
In
No.
a perfect
But-
world, it
Go
can,
ahead, yeah.
but like, you could still. I mean, not that we could have.
But I'll say this,
honestly,
KB. Downs, Lee Hunter, and Rodriguez, if they project to be who they are, will 100% make this defense like way better than it is right now.
Yeah, I agree. Like having three players is always gonna having three good players. Let's just say having three great players. Like if they reach all their potential, is always gonna be better than having just Dex. The only problem is that I have to say is that you're expending three roster things just to replace Dex. 3 roster spots just to replace your best player. You know, it's just not efficient. That's all I gotta say.
That's one way to look at it. I would disagree, and I wouldn't say we're spending 3 picks to replace Dex. I'd say we're definitely spending 3 picks to make the defense better. Because like Caleb Downs isn't a pick to replace Dex. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. But it is to help stop the run. Here's the thing, okay? You can possibly like besides the Ioane, you can in a trade down scenario, if you were to trade down, you can possibly get Caleb Downs, Lee Hunter, and Jacob Rodriguez in a draft without trading Dex. You know what I mean? Like you could possibly do that if you were to trade down for the 5th pick and you somehow ended up with Caleb Downs with the 1st pick and still get Lee Hunter and Jacob Rodriguez. So it's not like everybody will probably say, well, you're not going to have these players, all these players together unless you trade Dex. That's not technically true. It's not technically true. Like there is a possibility you don't trade Dex and you still end up with those 3 players. I did it in my mock draft. Not Caleb Downs, but who did I draft in my? I drafted Vega. I drafted Venga, but Downs could be available. Downs is not always a top 10 pick. Like he's a safety, guys. We all thought Kyle Hamilton was going to go in no later than the top 5. Dude dropped all the way down to the teens. So you never know, guys. You never know. And honestly, I think Kyle Hamilton's a better prospect than Caleb Downs. But this is a really not good draft. So all the like decent talent is going to be pushed all the way up. So
getting back here, I agree with you, by the way, on everything you just said. Do we go 4 defensive picks in our first 5 picks with Will Lee, or should we? Because I think wide
I
receiver
understand
might
you.
be
Yeah,
in play.
you want to balance
Do
it
we
out.
go-
I agree.
hey,
Yeah.
What about we double up on O-line? It could be tackle, it could be guard, it
let's
could
check
be
it out.
center.
Check it out. I don't know too much about these guys. I know DJ Campbell came in. I believe DJ Campbell came in for a top 30. Shout out to my boy Mike Florcella, I think on Twitter. He really likes this dude that the Giants brought in for a top 30 as well. Where's he at? What's his name? JC Davis, the Illinois dude. Hold on. JC Davis. Oh, he's a tackle. He's a tackle in the 4th round. 5th round guy. But he's a tackle. So why does everybody like JC Davis?
I wouldn't be opposed to drafting a tackle in the 4th because it's the 4th.
Well, this would be a
I
5th round guy. He's 147. So So we have
Gotcha.
5th round dude. Yeah, and I don't mind it either.
What about a center here?
We do have Marcus Bow though. A center? Let's check center. Oh, this would be actually a perfect spot for a center. You're right. Oh, did our boy go? Logan? Oh, Logan Jones. He went 97th. Bottom of the 3rd.
Ted Hurst went not too long before too. Like that would have been.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at wide receiver again, bro. Like really, Ted Hurst was the guy I was banking on to be here, and he's.
I just
gone.
don't know any of these dudes. I just don't know. I just don't know any about them. Are we gonna see this 5'11", 180 that we always see? Oh, 6'2", 210.
Hey, he has experience with Jackson Dart.
Yeah, you're right. Sterling is a strong competitor. I'm happy we have these bios now, guys. Strong competitive receiver with natural hands and physical play style that shows up.
Hey, we need that blocking because we're gonna be a run-heavy team.
After the catch point, he lacks the agility to consistently create separation. He has sufficient long speed. I mean, could fit what we want to do. We don't run a Brian Dable system anymore, so we're probably gonna be airing it out a little bit more, just throwing deep. So, I mean, you can convince me for sure. I just never see him drafted in mock drafts. Is Katron still available? Not that I would draft it. I'm just what I'm looking at. Still available. No, Nick Singleton is though.
Obviously, corner as well. We know who's there.
Yeah, we saw that.
But we went over him, right? He's small, right? Like I don't see the hype. Was that the corner that was small, Will Lee?
Yeah, it was Will Lee. What did Steven say about him, guys? I love Kevin. I drafted Jacoby Lane. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Kush. If we want to get a wide receiver now, let's go Jacoby Lane. I like him way better.
Let me see his measurables. I want a
big
bigger
boy.
wide receiver.
He is a big boy. A lot of people like Kevin Coleman as well. He's a. Oh no, never mind. 5'11". Why? I thought he was a taller dude. No, Jacoby Lane like that, bro. 6'4", 200. Typical X receiver. Reminds me of like almost like he's like a taller Carnell Tate. Like has like a deceptively good long speed like Carnell Tate. Very good hands. I mean, his catch radius is insane. He's a jump ball dude, but not just a jump ball dude because he has light feet. And he's not really he's not your like best route runner. Like he doesn't need to be. You know, we're not in Brian Dable's system anymore. We don't need to have route runners. He's an outside guy, red zone. I drafted him in my mock draft in the 5th round, but he's getting a lot more hype, so I could see him going.
I was gonna say, do you
well.
think he could last to the 5th? Because it would be low key a reach here.
I don't know, to be honest with you, because we're at 145. Ooh, you would
Go
be
back
pushing
to corner.
it.
Who else is there other than Will Lee? Because that's the only corner.
Takario Davis. Now, I haven't watched Takario Davis, guys, to be honest with you, but I know Washington corners, and Washington corners end up doing pretty well in the NFL. They are off-man corners. Usually, off-man corners are quarters. Like cover 4 corners, and NFL teams are leaning towards quarters defenses a lot now. Did not have a great year. Doesn't look like it. He only allowed 146. Why does he have such a bad grade? He only allowed 146 yards. Maybe his catch rate, maybe? No. Can't be.
How big is he?
6'4", 200. Sheesh. It's a big boy.
I do like big corners.
Yeah. Oh, no. Crap. And he's a top 30 visit, so it would make sense.
He was a top 30 visit?
He was. Yeah.
I'm leaning Jacoby Lane, but if you think Jacoby Lane can last to the next round, I'd take Takario here and then get Jacoby Lane. I'll leave the decision up to you.
Who are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards Lane, but I like Takario Davis. That's why I'm like, if you think Lane can last until the 5th, I'll wait.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think for this mock he will.
Let's go with Jacoby Lane then.
Yeah, I'd rather take Jacoby Lane. I think having him. Because, look, we don't have, besides Isaiah Likely, we don't have a tall receiving threat, and you could put him on the field with Isaiah Likely, which is awesome. I like the prospect of having him. For example, let me see these wide receivers. Yeah, he would have been long gone.
All right, now we look. Honestly, here I'm looking at inside offensive line. I'm looking at interior D line again. I'm looking to either double up at one of them or get like a late
Oh,
corner prospect. That's what I'm looking at.
my thumbs up went away. Hold on. There we go.
There you go. I'm looking at either interior line for either side of the ball or a corner. That's what I'm looking at here.
Let's check defensive interior. Ooh, Cape Hart. That's the guy we liked. The guy we liked. 6'5", 315. That's a 3 tech right
just
there.
go in there and plug it, bro.
Yeah, you want to plug it?
No, I'm like, that's what he would be.
Oh,
Let's look at,
yeah.
yeah.
6'5", 315, man. He's long. Best suited for a nose roll. I mean, we already got Lee Hunter. But wait, how would he be a nose? He's 315. This to me screams 3 tech. And he's tall. He's really tall. 6'5" is. He's at a good size.
He's huge.
Yeah, his length is an asset. He must be, but he must use it more consistently when stacking and rushing. Limited twitch and slower block shedding. Block shedding cap his ceiling, though he can contribute as a rotational run defender in the 3-4. Look at his stats.
Bro, if you look at a picture of him, he doesn't look 315.
Let's check.
I think it's because of his height. He carries it really well. And you could share that screen as well so the chat can see.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to say it's his height. He carries it extremely well. This dude is 315. Holy shit.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Look at that picture of him in the t-shirt.
Which one? This one?
That doesn't look
He went to
315.
IMG. Shout out to him. He went to IMG, yo. Florida.
Bro, he does not look 315. It's the height, but he carries it really well.
Yeah.
He just looks like a souped up defensive end, bro.
Like freaking trying to go D tackle like Sheldon Rankin, but Sheldon Rankin is undersized. Dex 2.0. Nah, he's not a run. He's not as big as Dex. Dex is 6'4", 342.
Yeah.
I think Dex is also 6'5", but he's 342. He's a big boy. This guy's a 3 tech, which is fine because we already got our 0. We already got Lee.
Well, keep him in mind. Let's look at interior offensive line.
Yeah, sure.
And then I do want to take a look at corner, and I guess whoever's the best of the 3 will take.
We got that DJ Campbell guy that a lot of people like. Ooh, nice grades. 6'3",
He's a heavy one.
Yeah, it is heavy. Nothing on him though. No review. No first look. I think we looked at him before. If I'm not mistaken, I think we drafted.
What about
him
the guy
before.
above him?
Jeremiah Wright
out of Auburn.
Don't know too much about him. Grades aren't the same. Right guard. What position did you play? Oh, also right guard. I probably
And then guy below him.
DJ Campbell. He's another guy that keeps popping up.
There's some heavy guards.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Did y'all take Lane or the corner? We took Lane.
And we're gonna take a look at corner right now. I know it's a 5th round corner, but we'll take a look.
Charles Demmings. I think I heard something about this Stephen F. Austin kid. I think I heard something about him. I know I heard about Ephesians Cyrock, which is a crazy name. Ephesians?
I know, right?
That's freaking aura right there.
He has some good grades.
Yeah, good grades. Run defense is nice. See, that's why I like Washington corners, bro. They have that great mix of man and zone, and that's why Washington corners are always successful, man. Always. 6'4", 195. Shit.
That's
so you had a 6'4". So let me get this straight. They had a 6'4", 195 corner, and he wasn't even the best guy. Who was the other? The other one was like 6'4", 200.
And he goes by the name Ephesians Prysock.
Who was the other one, guys? Who was the other one?
It was Takario Davis.
Takario Davis. Holy crap. Damn, they had some good freaking. They came a long way since like Byron Murphy, who was a great corner, but he was small.
I'll be honest with you. I'm between him and K-Part right now.
Yeah, Ephesians is nice. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind doubling up, but the fact that we did address it already makes me want to address corner.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see. This one's at 163. 162. Oh my god, they're literally like neck and neck. What do you think, guys? What do you think? 6'5".
We got a good amount of people in here.
Julian
Just put
Neal.
corner if you want Ephesians, and put DT if you want to double up and get.
They like,
we've drafted Julian Neal before in one of our mocks.
We have.
We liked him. Yeah, we have.
6'2", 208.
We've drafted him before. I think we drafted him. He actually dropped to the 6th. So I don't know if you want to take that chance again, but we drafted him in the 6th.
Oh, 172. Yeah, we could. I think we traded one. We traded our top 6th.
We traded our top, so we still have, I think, the 194 and 195. Is it?
Yeah. Yes, we have. No. Yes. It's 192 and 93.
Chat, let us know, man. Nobody's letting us know. We gonna make this decision ourselves.
Come on, guys.
I don't mind it. We got enough people watching that they could drop a CB or a DT in chat.
Put it in chat, guys. Put it in chat.
You can show our picks in the meantime.
Oh yeah. Here's what we got so far, guys. So you guys can consider.
Made the trade down with the Saints. Got pick 8 and 42. We
draft.
gave up the 5th and a 6th round. Caleb Downs, Venga Ione, Lee Hunter, Jacob Rodriguez, Jacoby Lane. Now we're considering either doubling up at D tackle with DeMonte Capar or taking this long corner out of Washington, Price Sock. We got 1 for cornerback. We got 1 for D tackle. We have 2 for D tackle. Anybody want to draft a QB with one of those last picks? Maybe next year's draft, not this year's draft. Hey man, I would have liked to get Ephesians. So we only got 3 people commenting, but we'll go with the D tackle. That's the leading
Okay.
pick. KB, double up.
DT.
And he's not the same type of D tackle, which is nice.
Yeah, he's a 3-tech, so we're good. Yeah, I'm not sure why they say he's good. Best to be a nose. Maybe because he's slower, but still.
Ooh, Pat Coogan is here.
Yeah,
Is Julian Neal still here or no?
Oh yeah, let's check. No.
Damn. Yeah. All right. I don't think we're really picking up a corner this draft, which is unfortunate. But shit, I'm gonna double up on interior. I might go Pat Coogan.
I'm trying to see where he went.
He went high. He went at 170. He went a little high. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm feeling Pat Coogan.
Yeah, we can go Coogan, and I'm not. And guess what? Guess what? The Giants been listening to me, bro. Giants been listening to me. I talked about Andre Fuller before. You guys remember I talked about Andre Fuller? We brought him in for a top 30.
Wait a minute. We gotta draft Devontae Smith.
Huh?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith, the corner. Yo, that's crazy. Why is it spelled the same way?
Also, there's a Justin Jefferson in this draft too.
Yo, what the hell happened to our YouTube?
What, is it frozen?
No, how the hell did we drop that fast? We had like 20 people on YouTube. We dropped to 6? What the fuck? Did I say something wrong? Did I just get canceled?
I don't know, man. It is what it is.
What the hell? Devontae Smith.
Look up if the Justin Jefferson is still here, bro. The linebacker, Justin Jefferson.
I would have to, yeah. Yep. That's crazy. Isn't that nuts?
Rank 431 is insane, though.
431
is atrocious. Yo.
He balled out versus ULM. Oh my god. Now something.
I think I know our last 2 picks, KB, and I think you know it too. I think let's go Coogan and Fuller in any order.
Okay. Coogan and Fuller.
Yeah.
Go Coogan. And we'll go Fuller. Fuller's ranked low too, 225, but he's good, and the Giants brought him in for a top 30. So
let's wait. Let's see. PFF. Do you give us a fair grade, or are you just gonna give us a bad grade? But I think this was a solid draft. I think this was a good draft actually. What's the overall grade?
B.
Anyway.
B.
They don't like the Benga pick.
How did we get a B minus for
and
Lee
they acknowledge
Hunter?
guard is one of our needs.
One of our biggest needs, and even if we're like talking about like value based on the board, Lee Hunter is the 39th on the board, and we got him at 37.
KB, come back into the stream. You're still gonna see the picks. Yeah, go ahead. Now speak. Yeah, speak on it.
Huh?
I was just like coming to the stream so they could see you talking
yeah,
about,
yeah,
because you
yeah,
could still
yeah.
see, you could still see the shared screen.
Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense. Lee Hunter is the 39th on the board. We drafted him at 37th. And like, why is that a B minus? That doesn't make any sense. Jacoby Lane, I maybe I get that part because we drafted him at 136, but we didn't have another pick till 145. He was not gonna last. What the heck? What the heck?
They really hated the K-Part pick.
My goodness, how? And maybe because they were like, oh, they double dipped.
Go back over just to scroll down a little bit so Fuller shows.
Yeah, I want to keep the trade in there, but it won't do it. Do you see Fuller?
Yeah. They gave him a D minus. They really, I think they docked us way too much on Venga. It's just a 6, and that's by their ranking. It's just a 6 like pick difference. But yeah, they really hate drafting above. They really do. Yeah,
it doesn't. I don't care about the damn grades.
I like this draft.
I like this draft too.
I think this is solid.
Mm-hmm. I'm all for it.
Says low key great draft, improve the defense heavy and fill in the Giants' biggest need on offense. I would be more than happy
hire
if
us.
they walk away with this.
I will be the success. We will be the successors for Joe Shane.
But it's not over, KB. Now we gotta do one with no trades, just straight up, and
yeah.
that will be the final mock draft that we do. I don't think we can beat this one because you get a whole extra pick in this one. But let's see what we can do if the Giants just that's it, man. We just got 5, 10, and the rest, and his thumbs up is back.
All right, everything's good. All right, let's go. David Bailey, Ruben May, Arvo Reese.
See, I'm really freaking scared that if Jeremiah Love is here, they take him. I really am.
Me too, bro. I'm praying to God, bro. I'm praying
so,
to God
bro, like,
the Tennessee Titans take him, bro.
Because this is going to be a combination. The way me and KB always do our drafts, it's a combo of what we think the Giants are feeling and what we would do.
Yeah.
We know the Giants are feeling Jeremiah Love for whatever reason. Bro, if they're not, it's the most successful smokescreen I've seen in a while. I got to say that.
Yeah, you're right. Well, so what are you saying, that we take him?
No, I don't want to. But
yeah,
I'm just saying it's a
I've never
possibility.
taken Jeremiah Love, and I'm not doing it.
What?
I've never taken Jeremiah Love in a mock, and I'm not doing it.
No, I'm saying we still go Caleb Downs, honestly. No, actually, Sonny Styles. Because Downs is going to beat her at 8.
Yeah, possibly not, but let's see. Because Commanders is a chance, but they might get Love.
So then, in that case, let's go Downs then.
You are going to go Downs over Sonny Styles? Oh, shit. Okay.
You brought up a great point with the Commanders.
Yeah, but Sonny Styles is someone's just gonna take him.
I mean, well, it's one or the other, and I think Downs is the better prospect.
Okay.
I'll say that.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, where do we go here?
Francis
I'm not going Tate.
Goes.
Not going Tate.
Why?
There's Yowane.
Why wouldn't you go Tate?
I don't know. Like it's almost for the same reasons why not to go Tyson for like getting I've kind of shifted my views on the wide receiver stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really don't care about getting a wide receiver early. I really don't. But like the thing is with Jordan Tyson, if he was fully healthy, like if injuries weren't a factor, yeah, I would draft him because he's shown he could be a premier number 1 wide receiver in the league. There's still quite like I like Cardinal Tate, I do. It's like is he just a second fiddle? And if he is just a second fiddle, I don't want him 10th overall. You know what I mean?
I mean, then we might have a repeat of our other draft. We might just go Venga again, and our first 2 picks are the same.
Damn, for real? Shit.
Or we could restart and go Sonny Styles if you want to.
Nah. Let's switch it up. Let's go Tate.
All right, Cardinal Tate.
What we got?
We have to. I don't care.
Colton Hood.
Yeah, but we have to go tackle.
See, that's why I hate the Giants. That's why I hate this team.
We have to go one of the trenches, bro. Like I recognize Colton Hood is bro, but we have to go one of the trenches.
That's why I hate this team, bro. Freaking backing us into a corner, making us take a certain position when Colton Hood is a better player. And I agree. I do agree with you wholeheartedly. But Fuck.
Who's the guards here, bro? Or tackles that can play guard?
Let's see.
Because guess what? Protecting the quarterback is more important than the defensive line, even though the defensive
Oh
line
well,
is
you got the
is
Jennings
Dudu
Dunker,
Kaka.
but he keeps falling. Like I do not see Jennings Dunker in the top of the second anymore. I just don't.
And then in terms of interior line, who they got?
Chase Basantes, they love him. He's New Jersey
A lot of people
native.
love him, and he's risen a lot.
Yeah, New Jersey native, Don Bosco, top 30 visit. So
We could go that if you
We
want to
can go
switch it
that.
up, because I do
let's do
think
it.
I think protecting the quarterback is more important, even though we got some great D tackles here. Yeah, let's go Chase Basantes.
Oh, why did it do that? Oh yeah, I didn't hit draft. All right. It's a different one, guys. It's a real different one.
This is 100% a different one.
Oh, Logan Jones is there. Garrett Nussmeier.
I'm not seeing any D tackles. What the hell? Caleb Proctor, I've heard about him.
There's Tim Keenan here.
He's a 4th round. I think we could get him. Oh, this is the 4th. I think he could drop possibly to the 5th. But what do you got on Caleb Proctor? I've heard his name called a lot.
I don't know. I don't know anything about southeastern Louisiana. I have no idea. I've heard of him. You're right. I've heard of him as well. He has good grades.
Had a great year.
Yeah. 9 sacks as defensive interior. What? Yeah.
Where did he line
So,
up at?
nah, he's a pass rusher. He's a pass rushing. He's small. Yeah, 6'3", 280.
Well, if we
basically-
sign DJ Reader,
Basically
maybe we don't
DM.
draft a run stuffing guy. I'm just throwing it out there,
Yeah, you're right. But he's like a, I don't know. He's pass rush interior. I don't think the Giants care to have that right now.
Xavier
honest with you.
Harris, what about him? Well, what was his run stopping grade?
I don't even think I care. The NFL is different. Pass rush, it's not even great. It's not that great. Run stop rate's 4.3. Nah, I'm good. Off of that, he's a pass rusher. Look at his pass rush grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. Let's see. Chris McClellan is rising. Everybody keeps talking about this dude.
Yeah, chat literally just brought him up.
Oh really? Yeah, everybody keeps talking about this dude. He's 3 tech. Oh, a nice size. That's a nice size. Run stop rate 8.1%. It's good.
Do you want to go him, or do you want to look what other positions are here?
Let's look at that Tim Keenan. Oh,
We know Tim Keenan's just a run stuff guy. Like, that's
Yeah.
all he is.
I like McClellan. You guys want to see
What else can we look at here? We can look at
what do we have so far? Let's look at corner.
yeah, we can look at corner or linebacker. But at this point, Malik Muhammad. Oh shit.
Malik Muhammad. What do you say?
I'll be honest. I was gonna say at this point, I wouldn't draft a linebacker at all. I'll just be honest
I'm
with you.
good. I'm good on linebacker.
Yeah. So Malik Muhammad or Chris McKellen, bro.
I would say Malik Muhammad, man. Shit. I would say, what the fuck? Why is it like, it's like a mind of its own. I try to hit one and it keeps scrolling another way. I'll be honest with you, bro. I would say Malik Muhammad.
All right, let's go with it.
I know we got issues. I think there's a better pool of DTs down the road than corners.
And now we gotta look at him. So.
Yep. Yeah, see, we still got K-Part available.
K-Part is still here.
So you can go K-Part again. Yeah, we can do that again if you want to. Or what else you want to look at?
We need to get, even if it's a 5th rounder, we need to get some type of D tackle.
Yeah, so let's
draft.
just get him. Yeah, I feel like we get K-Part like every draft, but he's like our guy. Like he's like our guy. That's cool. Imagine they actually draft him too. We're like, yo, we were.
I'd be like, listen, bro, you better pan out.
We were prophesying it. Oh shit.
Julian Neal is still here.
Yo, if I would have known that,
we should have went something else.
Yeah.
No way.
Obviously, I would have went. Yeah, damn. 2 quarters.
That'd be hilarious. In a draft where we should double up on either O-line or D tackle, we double up on corner, bro. That would be so funny.
Did we get it into? No. Oh yeah, we got K-Part. Right. Who you want to look at? Wide receiver, maybe. Something that we get some. Ooh, running back. Now I'm good.
I'm good off of weapons. I'm just good off of weapons in general. Because we got Carnell Tate. Safety? Is there any safety here?
Oh, there's that Wisniewski guy that we talked about before. Really good against the run.
200 though. He'd be there with one of our 6th-round picks, or he should be there with one of our 6th-round picks.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Oh yeah, because we have 3 6th-round picks, so I think we could say, shit. Do we go Julian Neal or do we? All right, let's look at interior line. We got.
Yeah, right. The value's there.
Yeah, let's look at interior line.
There's
We got
Coogan.
this guy, Coogan. And let's look at interior D line.
Zane, Brevard. I think Brevard was like that nose, right? Yeah, Brevard is the nose. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
On either interior line or interior D line.
I like Brevard because he's a nose and we haven't gotten one yet.
And but we could get him with another 6th pick.
Yeah.
We don't need to get him here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying all this because, like, shit, maybe we do double up on corner, bro.
Hey, the value is there. I
Let's get
really wouldn't doubt it. They wouldn't mind it.
Let's get him. Let's get the Texas Tech safety and Brevard. Brevard went, damn.
Did you really?
Oh, no, he
No, we're
didn't.
good.
Okay, cool.
We're good.
Yeah, let's get the Texas Tech safety and Brevard and call it a day.
That's not. Yo, we clutched up. Nice.
I would really like to have gone another O-lineman, but I still like this draft a lot. Yeah, this draft, you know what, KB? I don't like the way it started, but I like the way it ended. I'll say that.
Have you in the first
Oh my
one?
God, they're right. We doubled up on safety.
Oh shit. Oh, we got to kill Dallas. Why double on safety? Because
Oh
you know
my
what?
God.
Because you know what? We're getting rid of Tyler Newbin. He's gone. Yay!
I completely forgot, Steven. I just got tunnel vision on the mock draft. I still don't think it's a bad mock draft. But, I mean,
not.
who could have we gone there at pick 192? I
Guys,
guess
are
we
you
could've
guys
gone
really
Pat
caring
Coogan
about
again. I
the
wouldn't have
6th
minded.
round? Like, these guys aren't going to be good. Like, come on.
It's not going to be the worst. You know, we could imagine it's Pat Coogan instead. Like, fine. Like, who would you have gone there at 192 instead? You know?
Trade Newbin, I guess. I'd fucking cut him. I don't care. Cut the guy. I don't care.
Which do I prefer? I definitely prefer the first one, but I don't hate this second draft.
Yeah.
I really don't. So, got a lot of Texas players.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Yeah. I don't think this draft is going to be rough if we don't trade back from fried toast. I think the only reason this draft is rough is because of the way me and KB went about it to start off. We could have gotten Venga Ione at 10 and then not force ourselves into some of these picks because we didn't go guard early. You know what I mean? This draft can be perfectly fine if the Giants don't do any trades and they stay with, you know, these picks. Count these amount of picks, KBs. This is a lot of picks. Now, a lot of them are late, but this is a lot of picks. This draft can be fine. It just all depends how the Giants go about it, which we have no idea how they're going to go about it. So,
Yeah. Good draft. Good draft.
all right, KB, any last thoughts before we close it out and before we meet these people again in 2 days for the NFL draft?
Oh, guys, I'll be dropping my mock draft tomorrow morning because I either record it tonight and it's just gonna be it's gonna be a mega draft, guys. It's gonna be a bunch of mock draft situations, maybe like 3 or 4, to try to dream of. I said dream because I saw you ever say dream. To try to think of as much scenarios as we can, possibilities that so many combinations the Giants can go at 5 and 10. It's nuts. So. Yeah, really excited for that. It'll be dropping tomorrow morning, probably around like 9 a.m. or something like that.
Can you know what, real quick, if you can access the draft where we trade down, share that screenshot on Twitter. I want people to see. I want to see what they think. But
The
guys,
trade
make sure you
down?
check
that
out.
shit's gone, bro.
Oh damn.
I didn't save it.
We could probably go back in the stream and screenshot it.
Oh
anyway.
yeah. You go back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, make sure you check out KB's thing. I'll be over there on Thursday night. I'll be there like after 8 because the draft really starts at 8:30. But they're speeding it up this year, which I'm glad for. Like they're giving the teams less time to pick.
Really?
Which is for the first round. Yeah. They're speeding it up. I think they have like 2 minutes less or something like that.
So it's like 8 minutes per pick?
I think it's like 8 minutes per pick now. Yeah. I like that a lot because the draft does not need to go until freaking
I'm
12
surprised the NFL do that because I thought they love that the draft goes so long because they freaking want all the ads and viewers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah,
time.
I think the estimated time to be cut down is over in like an hour, which I'm happy for.
Oh my god, that's amazing because it was going from like 8 to almost 12.
Yeah, it was going crazy long.
You know why? Because last year was really bad. Was
Yeah.
really bad. I remember that. Yeah.
I mean, I think they realize, which is once again surprising because it's a $1 billion corporation. I think they realize that like, hey, people are not watching this towards the end anyway, guys. Like, they're
Yeah,
just waiting until,
only the people
tweets.
picking. Yeah, only the people. Like a lot of the casuals, they don't even know the players. Honestly, they're just watching
Yeah.
it for the vibes. But yeah.
Oh, chat and KB, what Giants jersey should me and KB wear for the draft?
I have Jackson Dart.
I was gonna say we could wear our Jackson Darts to rock last year's draft, or we could go elsewhere.
And I'll just give you what I have. I have Jackson Dart for the current players. Jackson Dart, Kayvon, and Malik Neighbors.
For me, current players, it's Jackson and Abdul Carter only because Dex got traded.
And you know what? You're damn it. Damn
That's it. That's hilarious.
and Abdul Carter because he
Abdul
changed his
Car-
number.
And he changed his number. But you know
gotta wear
what?
Jackson
That jersey's gonna sell for if Abdul fulfills his potential, which is a whole other topic. I'm low key worried. I haven't come out and said it. I'm low key worried about Abdul fulfilling his potential. Because remember, KB, his potential was gonna be the best pass rusher in the league. I hope he fulfills it. If he fulfills it, KB, that 51 jersey is gonna sell for some pretty pennies in the future, bro.
Maybe.
All right.
I'm gonna wear my Malik. I haven't worn it yet. I have not worn the Malik.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, wear your Malik.
Yeah.
Guys, you want to know the former players' jerseys I got, bro? Obviously, I got Eli. Shout out to Eli. I got Jeremy Shockey. I have Saquon. I think I have like 2 or 3 Saquon Barkley jerseys. You guys are not going to believe this. I used to have a Kenny Galladay jersey. It was a white away jersey, Kenny Galladay. I literally, after the first season with us, me and my friends, we burnt it. After the first season with us, like, we burnt it.
You bought that shit? Oh my god!
I bought it the same offseason we got him, bro. Burnt it like a year later.
Yo, don't you have a Blake jersey?
Yo, I was gonna say I have a Blake Martinez jersey.
Yo, you loved you some Blake though.
I was gonna say I don't laugh at the Blake Martinez jersey. I like Blake Martinez. I like when
I like Blake Martinez.
He was only good for like 2 years, but like I like my Blake Martinez jersey, and I also like the number 54. So I wish somebody else gets it and I could like tape over the name in the future.
That's funny.
Obviously, I got
says
Dexter.
Kush wear the Blake Martinez. KB just wear the helmet. I'm wearing my Malik jersey with the helmet. I'm wearing the helmet.
Yeah. I gotta listen. I'm scared of buying jerseys. Even when I bought the jersey, KB is the one, by the way, that bought me the Dex jersey, which is hilarious. I got him the Dart jersey. I told him this. I'm scared of getting current player jerseys, but I'm like, they're rookies. Even if they're gone, they're not gonna be gone for like 3 or 4 years. Like we got
the
time.
thing is, I don't buy rookie jerseys. I mean, with Dart, it makes sense because he's the quarterback, but I don't buy rookie jerseys because they change their numbers. I don't buy them because they do that. So that's why I wait like 2 or 3 years. Like, I didn't buy my Saquon jersey until 2 or 3 years he was in the league.
But he wore 26 at college too, so that's weird.
Yeah, I know. But just in case, like, I don't know. I have this thing. I don't like getting rookie jerseys. I don't. It scares me how many times they change their numbers. So you never know.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be
Get
it for now.
the fuck out of here!
Thank
What are we talking about?
Yeah, where's your Micah McFadden jersey, buddy? Huh? Where is it? Matter of fact, share your screen. Go to NFL Shop right now.
I'm not
and buy
doing
a
that
Micah
shit.
McFadden
No,
jersey.
no.
Yeah. No.
If he gets re-signed,
I'm so
if he-
glad. No. I'm so glad that you brought that up, Steven. Where the hell is your Micah McFadden jersey? He's been on his team for 4 years. You got no excuse.
Yo.
What's your excuse, little buddy?
Listen.
Where is your King Micah jersey?
I simply just prioritized other jerseys.
Such as? But
Malik,
in your words, he's the best defensive
Kayvon.
player. He's the best defensive player. You said he's better than Kayvon. So why did you get Kayvon instead?
Listen. If he gets re-signed again,
He
I'll buy
already
the
got
jersey.
re-signed.
Again!
No, no, you're a fraud. You're a fraud. Yo, he's a fake Michael McFadden fan, bro. Yo, this is so sad because you're the only Michael McFadden fan, and now he has to live with the realization that his only fan is a fake fan, bro. His one single fan is a fake fan, bro. Yo, you know he has a Darian Beavers jersey in his closet buried, bro. You know he does.
The original 41.
He has the original 41 in his closet somewhere, bro.
Yo.
You're Raj. He's the only member, bro. That's the sad part. He's the only member of the McFadden fan club, and he's not even a fan, bro.
Yo. How
How
much
could
is
you do
a
this to
how
him,
much
bro?
is a McFadden jersey?
You gotta share your screen for this one, bro. You gotta share your screen for this one. We're still seeing the draft, by the way.
Oh, hold on. See now?
Yeah. Michael McFadden, bro. This is gonna be hilarious.
I typed in Michael McFadden. Nothing popped up.
Yo, just type in
Michael McFadden.
Yo. No way, bro. No way, bro. Oh, there it is.
The woman jersey.
Hey, get a large, bro. Get a large. It's gonna fit you. No, there's no excuse. Go
No,
up
but
there.
they're shaped differently.
Get
bro.
an extra large then. It'll be fine. They won't notice, bro. Get an extra large.
No, it's
Cause look,
curvy.
it's not $149.49. What's the price, bro? What's the price? Click on it. It's not full price. Click XL and then add it to cart, bro. We gotta see. We gotta see what the price is. Add to cart and let's go to checkout, bro. What's the price?
I hope I don't dox my information.
Bro, if this is like...
It's still $149.
They lied. Or do you have to enter the promo code?
You qualify for the promo code. I got the Honey app.
Where do you enter? Oh, it's 112.
Oh, 112 with the code. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, say that again?
Nothing.
No, come back to the stream. Come back to the stream. We gotta see your face. Come back to the stream. Say that again. Say that again.
Nova says you can be a baddie, KB. It's alright. Yeah, I'll get it for a discount price, bro. Yo, you know what's crazy?
KB.
I would have bought it. Yo, I would have bought a Michael McFadden jersey earlier, and I would be fine with it. It's just that if he's only here for another year, I don't want to buy a jersey.
Are you still seriously claiming to be a Michael McFadden fan?
Yeah,
After what just happened?
absolutely.
All right. Get your girl the jersey. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Chat, why is he laughing? Am I wrong?
No.
Micah, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I was never your biggest fan, man, but like, at least I never played in your face like this, bro. At least with my mid linebackers, I got their jerseys.
Yo,
I got my mid linebacker
KB,
jersey.
you'll be slim thick. It's fine.
At least with my mid linebacker, I got their jersey. Okay. What can you say?
You were a Darian Beavers fan.
I got Blake Martinez's jersey.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
Yo, I knew one day someone was gonna ask me where's the jersey at. McFadden FC 0 fans.
There's nobody there, man.
Wait till he breaks out this season, okay?
Year 5 breakout. Year 5 breakout.
Wait. He already broke out. Hold on.
You said that.
He's already broken out. I'm just saying, wait till he comes back and breaks out. Like, he comes back from injury.
I do think this, by the way. I don't mind wearing like now Blake Martinez is a random player, but like I don't mind wearing jerseys as a random player.
I don't think it's dope. Listen. I think if it's a player, like, listen, for the Michael McFadden situation, because everybody knows I like Michael McFadden, so it'll make sense. There's a little bit of aura to it. However, going to a random stadium and you're rocking a Micah McFadden jersey, somebody there, even at Giants State, even at MetLife, they're gonna look at you like, the fuck is that guy wearing?
Actually, no, bro. When I went to the Chargers game, the guy sitting in front of us was wearing a Dicker the Kicker jersey, bro. He was wearing a Harrison Dicker. Is it Harrison or whatever his name is? He was wearing a Cameron Dicker jersey, bro.
Was his name Cam Dicker, guys? Something like
yeah,
that?
Cameron Dicker. I'm like, what the hell? I've never seen somebody
Yeah, but he's a
wear
good kicker. He's a good kicker. So that's different.
He's a kicker.
Bro, there's Justin Tucker. People, Baltimore fans wear Justin Tucker jerseys.
Listen, no Diddy. Justin Tucker's one of the greatest kickers of all time, though.
Why say no Diddy?
Because he has all the allegations and
I
cases
know,
against him.
but that had nothing to do with the statement you just said.
I'm just saying, like, outside of that. Outside of the diddlegations, man.
Delegations. Oh god. No way. That's crazy. No, I have to see that. I have to see that.
I gotta draw a line somewhere.
Take a picture and send it on Twitter.
Somewhere, and that's where I'm drawing the line.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm drawing the line, bro. Like we were the ones on the internet calling him Obi-Wan Kenobi, that cringe ass shit. We still didn't buy his jersey. It's burned. Get the hell out of here. You ain't buy that shit.
We gotta put up, KB. We gotta put up some wild, like, bet to the chat for this season, bro. And like, the payoff would be, if we're wrong, I'll buy a Ben Sauls jersey or some shit like that. We gotta put up, like, a wild bet to the chat, bro. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but that just popped in my mind.
Yeah.
He was carrying us in 2022. You're not lying, but, like, still, he was, like, one of the best, if not the best kicker in 2022, but that's kind of crazy. All right. But chat, thank you guys so much for sticking around. It's been a hilarious and fun stream. Once again, we'll be on in 2 nights on KB's channel for the NFL draft. That's it for now, and we gonna be out. Peace.